Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Latta High School here in Latta, Oklahoma, as we get set for day 2 of the Latta Panther Classic here in Latta. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you joined us here as the Leopards and the Leopardettes are set to take the floor in the winners bracket of this tournament after coming up with wins last night in round 1. We'll talk about those coming up. But, again, the Leopardettes are set to take on the home team, Latta Lady Panthers. And that game coming up here just momentarily. The boys will also take on the home team, Latta Panthers. That game will be following the girls' matchup immediately afterwards. And again, alongside our team here, JD Scruggs over here running the live stream. Andrew, ESPN Lion, over on the camera. Glenn is missing tonight. We've got Andrew hot on the microphone tonight.
Good afternoon.
That is a scary thought.
I want to do
y'all don't normally hear some of the stuff Andrew is saying while we're on the air, so that's why I'm a little worried about this. But
that's right. I'm going to have to. I got used to talking during football, but I hadn't said anything in a while, so I'm going to have to watch what I say.
That's right. But this Leopardette team picked up a win over Comanche, 42-13, the final score in that game last night. In their first-round matchup, 21 points from Maddie McGowan in that ball game. She was a perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line as well. The Leopardettes had a team 8 of 10, so 80% from the free throw line in the game. Not a lot of free throws, not really much of a ball game. Again, 42-13 the final score. The next highest scorer outside of Maddie was Marisol Hernandez. The freshman ended up with 5 points in the game. Just about everybody, I think, that played scored in the game last night. It was a nice win for the Leopardettes. Again, they move into today's round, the semifinal round, and you take on the Lady Panthers, the home team here, their home floor, which is already tough enough. But this is a good Latta team. They come in 3-3 on the season, but I was down talking with Coach Dodd and Coach Cater just before the game, and he brings up a couple of girls that are really going to give the Leopardettes fits. But he mentioned Jace Smith, number 1, and number 11 is Kelby Parnancher. And Kelby, as a freshman last year, was the leading scorer on this team that lost to the Leopardettes, by 3. But Kelby Parnancher, as a freshman, had 17 of Latta's 31 points last season when we played them in this tournament. So she's now a sophomore and still the leader of this team out here just as a sophomore. They lost a couple of seniors from last year's team, but they do bring back 3 starters from this team, the team from last year. So this is a team that the Leopardettes are going to have to be ready for. And according to Coach Cater and Coach Dodd, this team is quick, very fast. Parnatcher, he says, is just lightning fast, and they like to play full court pressure the whole game. So, Andrew, we've seen the Leopardettes, and I think Coach Dodd said it best. If we get them in the half court, we're probably in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I would agree. We saw quite a bit of full court press the other night over at Marlowe, and in the beginning it got us, a little bit confused at times. We ended up figuring out how to break that press, and I think if that's what Latta does tonight to us, we'll have a little more experience under our belt. We're still very, very early in the season, and these girls have seen a pretty good press in Marlowe, and hopefully they'll have a little bit better plan tonight. But I agree with you. In the half court, man, I like our chances tonight. I like our chances in this tournament. I feel like these girls here at Lindsay are right on the cusp of being a very, very, very good basketball team. We got a lot of good athletes. We got Maddie down low. She's good in the paint. She's good from the three-point range, and there's a number of others who have done very well this year. Gentry Wilmot and Leslie Wilmot, excellent additions to this squad. Excited to see what they'll do as they grow and improve. So I like our chances here against Latta. We'll see how it turns out.
I agree. I think it's it comes down to turnovers and taking care of the basketball. I said, they're going to come out and press us, and once we get in the half court, we can probably play with them, but we got to get there without turning it over.
Yeah,
so
that's right. If we can just keep our wits about us, keep cool, and not let that intimidate us, and get in a rhythm, getting it down the court, we'll be fine.
So that'll kind of set the stage for this one. The boys match up. The Lindsay boys, again, will play Latta immediately following this game. They're a scheduled start time of 5:15 for that one. But the Leopards, a big win over Tishomingo, 66-31, the final score in that game. But and don't have any individual scoring yet. Hopefully I'll have that when we get ready to talk about that one coming up. But you got to like the fact the Leopards and Leopardettes both played really well last night, came away with a couple of really big wins. Get that confidence, get that momentum to come into games where now you're playing the home team. It's going to be a fight.
Yeah, you bet. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch those games last night. I wish we could have made it over here to cover that. So sorry about that, KBLP fans. We do have to pay attention to our jobs during the week. So sorry about that. But I did talk to a couple of parents that were here last night that know basketball very well, and it sounds like both teams for the Leopards played very well last night. And, man, it's always good to have a good confidence booster going against the home team, like you said tonight, because it will be, I think, a little bit more the competition will be ramped up a lot higher tonight, and the will to win by our opposition will be much higher tonight. So I think we can meet the challenge. I think both of these teams showed pretty good scrappiness. I thought the Leopards boys in particular over at Marlow, although that was a loss, I felt like we fought very, very, very well. We got in a hole early, unable to dig out of it, but the hole didn't get any bigger as the game went on. We fought really hard, so I like the scrappiness. I like the ability to fight in the face of pressure from both of these teams. So. Looking forward to it.
And you've said it many times, even our discussions before games and back in the early part of the season. These are two teams that are still really trying to find their identity.
Yeah,
figure out what you're best at. Figure out what works. They figured it out last night against Comanche. The Leopardettes figured out you go inside to Maddie. They had nobody to match up with her. I watched parts of that game and figured out that they just did not have a match for Maddie inside, and the Leopardettes did a great job of figuring out how to get it to her.
Yep.
And once they did, it was an easy basket. But it's not going to be easy today. So now you got to figure out, okay, so what's your other identity? We've got some three-point shooters. We've got some girls that can handle basketball. We've got, a couple of girls that can play inside and post up. So, figuring out that identity as you go through the season, and you're going to have some teams, some games like the Marlow game, where you lose a game. But, hey, as long as you grow and learn from it, by the end of the year, that's where you want to peak.
That's right. Hey, let's not forget about that first game of the year over at Bridge Creek from Brecken Klein. Man,
Yep.
She lit it up from beyond the arc. And we haven't really seen that again from her, but that showed us she's more than capable of doing that. So some of these girls who haven't been as productive over the last 2 or 3 games, they're due, and we know that they can handle it if the ball needs to go their way.
Absolutely. Well, we're just about 45 seconds away, so glad that you're along with us. Again, Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs, Kevin Scruggs here in Latta, and, hey, props. Jason Wallenberg. We are living the right life because Jason Wallenberg's back at the station running the FM side. We got the big guns out. So Jason Wallenberg running the FM side back in Lindsay on our FM station 105.1 KBLP. So glad to have Jason working with us tonight back in Lindsay. And it looks like we are not going to have a national anthem, so we're going to jump right into the starting lineups for these two teams and see how the Leopardettes are going to stack up against the home team here. And I would suspect, actually, they look like they are going to line up and do a national anthem maybe. The Latta girls appear that way. So let's send it over to J.D. We'll take a timeout, and we will come back with the starting lineups to tip off between the Latta Lady Panthers, the Lindsay Leopardettes, right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay! For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Schirach with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
Welcome back to Latta and live coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live. Let's get you the starting lineups. First, for the Lindsay Leopardettes, they will start at guard a junior number 1, Gentry Wilmot. At forward, a junior number 5, Maddie McGowan. Also at forward, a junior number 10, Leslie Wilmot. At guard, a junior number 22, Cannon Russell. And also at guard, a senior number 24, Eris De Valenciano. The Leopardettes are 2-2 coming into this game. They are coached by Brian Cater, assisted by Johnny Dodd. For the Latta Lady Panthers, who come in 3-3 on the season, they will start a 5'4" freshman, number 1. That is Jace Smith. At guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 11, is Kelby Parnatcher. At forward, I think that's number 33. That is number 35, a 5'8" junior, Jacoby Worcester. Number 33 is a 5'9" senior. That is Kate Williams. And then rounding out the starting 5 is a 5'8" junior, number 10, Savannah Sinkle. The Latta Lady Panthers are coached by Clay Plunk, assisted by Shauna Sinkle. And again, Latta 3-3 on the season coming into this one. Glad you're along with us this afternoon as we bring you the semifinal matchup on the girls' side of the bracket between the Leopardettes and the Latta Lady Panthers. The Leopards and Latta Panthers will play immediately follow this one, so make sure you hang around for that. McGowan steps to the center circle to tip this one away. And she will match up with Kate Williams. And it'll be tipped in the backcourt. They're going to make them re-jump it. Neither girl really got a good hand on that one. And this time Maddie will control it in the backcourt. Russell will bring it across the timeline. Man defense from Latta here early. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Leslie Wilmot, top of the key, over to McGowan. A long three from the left wing is too short. And the rebound will be pulled down by Sinkle. And Latta brings it the other way with Smith on the handle. Works to the right wing. Hands it off to Williams. Sends it left side. Worcester looks down the baseline. Double team goes across the lane and up and in for Savannah Sinkle. And the Lady Panthers are up 2-0 here early.
Well, there's that pressure.
Pressure and the turnover, and the block in the lane. Second put up doesn't go either. Williams tries again, and this time they will pick up the foul on Leslie Wilmot. That'll be her first in the quarter for the Leopardettes. A couple of offensive boards there.
Yeah, the Lady Panthers coming out with some pretty mean pressure there. Looks like they're going to try to put us to work right off the bat.
Williams cannot connect on the first of 2 free throws. Score remains 2-0 Latta on top. The second free throw on the way. That one will drop in for Kate Williams. 3-0 Latta. And another turnover, and again, Sinkle can't hit the shot in the lane. but the offensive board gives them another opportunity. Smith on the handle, left wing picked up by Valenciano, cuts backdoor left side, drives against McGowan, and they're going to call a reach in. And they'll go on Valenciano. Her first is the team's second now, and more free throws coming for Latta as Jay Smith will head to the free throw line.
Yep, not a great start there. We've played on this one end only so far. We're going to need to get that baby across the timeline.
Got to get in there and get some offense going. Short on the first free throw for Smith. Second free throw up, and that one won't drop either. Leslie Wilmot claims it for the Leopardettes. Now let's see if we can get it up the floor. Pressure.
Going to need some help.
Gets it across to Valenciano. Over to Russell. Russell gets across the timeline. McGowan drives the right side down to the low block, put it up too strong. Worcester with the miss. She'll race up the left side, picked up by McGowan. Back up top to Smith. Between the circles, sets it up. Drives right, cut off by Valenciano. Worcester gets it on the wing. She looks to drive in. McGowan cuts her off. Steal. Gentry Wilmot with the turnover. Races the other way, and she'll be blocked from behind. And
wow.
I was kind of blocked and shielded there, but it looked like that was an awful lot of arm that Kate Williams got there, but it's out of bounds. Leopardette basketball.
Yeah, from my vantage, it could have gone either way. It was close. It was mostly ball, I'll say that.
Gentry Wilmot, bad pass, but Russell will come away with it. She'll drive down. Gentry from the right corner for three. Skips out, no good. Jay Smith with Lady Panther basketball. And they're going to say she double dribbled it.
All right.
Leslie Wilmot stepped right in front of her and forced her to travel with it.
If we can figure out how to break this press effectively, the good thing about it is it'll oftentimes leave you with a mismatch on the other end.
That's true.
So if you get it figured out, it could play to your advantage.
Gentry inbound to Valenciano. Tries to avoid the trap, works back to her left, gets around the timeline. Smith picks her up as she crosses there. She'll work left, hands to Leslie, over to Gentry. Gentry to the free throw line and had it stripped. Third turnover on the Leopardettes. And on the run out at the other end, Kelby Parnatcher leaves it short. That's like three blown shots. And another turnover. And then the three. So Smith connects on the three to make it 6-0 Latta. 5:36 left to go here in the first. A timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second and come back right after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey, Leopard fans. We at American Exchange Bank are excited for another year where we get to continue our support of Lindsay Leopard Athletics. Join us in cheering on our Leopards or catch all the action right here on KBLP Live. American Exchange Bank at 402 South Main has been the bank for the Leopards for nearly 100 years. Come see us if you're looking for a different banking experience. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. At American, we are Leopards supporting other Leopards.
Sophomore number 33, Brecken Klein, checks in for the Leopardettes during that timeout. And again, they'll face this full court pressure by the Lady Panthers. Russell gives it right back to Klein. Klein sends it all the way down the floor to McGowan on the right wing.
Mismatch.
Had Leslie underneath, couldn't get it to her, and then it's knocked loose. Parnatcher nearly had a steal. Russell top of the key. Gets the screen from McGowan, works to the left wing. Gives it to Leslie Wilmot. Three from the left side, just too strong. Worcester with another rebound. She pushes up the left side, gives it to the top of the key. Parnatcher with the handle. Russell fell, and we're going to get a walking foul. And I think that's on Leslie Wilmot, and it is. That'll be her second, and the team's third in this quarter.
Interestingly, it looks like we're in more like of a five-out type of offense over here. Not with Maddie down low like we normally do. I'm assuming Coach thinks that moving the ball around and getting the outside shot is the way we want to go tonight, but that's a little bit different than what we've been doing. See how it works out.
Worcester will check out. Number 24 is Kaylee Rudd, who checks in, the 5'8 sophomore in for Latta. Parnatcher connected on her first free throw to make it a 7-0 lead, and she misses the second. Smith nearly came up with the rebound, and we're going to get a reach-in foul called on Maddie McGowan. And we've played almost 3 minutes of this first quarter, and the Leopardettes already have 14 fouls.
Ooh, not a good start.
Not a good start at all. Inbound, and nobody picked up. Sinkle coming off the inbounds pass, and now we'll get the foul on Rudd, who just checked in, coming up over the back on that rebound. So Leopardette basketball down by 7. 7-0. Leopardettes have got 4 turnovers and no points.
Yeah, we just need to settle down a little bit.
Klein back to Russell, splits the double team ahead to Valenciano as she's on the other side, drives the lane, goes down to the baseline. Shot is blocked and then stolen. What I say stolen or missed shot picked up by Rudd. Great play. Maddie just took too long to get it off. There's a block. Klein with the block on the shot from Parnatcher. McGowan top of the key with it. Thought about the three. She'll dribble over to the right side and hand it off to Russell. Russell surveys. Left, back right, down to the baseline, and she'll get tripped. And she fell hard down there. She's a little bit slow to get up, but that foul will also go on Kaylee Rudd. She's picked up 2 quick ones since coming in off the bench. Second team foul of the quarter. And so that will get number 21, Paisley Anderson, the 5'9" sophomore in. And Rudd will go back to the bench.
These Latta girls are so aggressive. I feel like if we can dribble to the hole, we'll probably draw a lot of fouls on them.
Klein lobs it to McGowan off the inbounds. Goes back to Klein in that right corner. Drives into the lane. Arisday around the top of the key. Had trouble getting a hold of the ball, so she'll work it back out. Leslie Wilmot flips it back to Valenciano.
There's Maddie down low.
Yep, Klein gets it to Maddie. High post left side. Turns left, turns right, and traveled with it. Changed pivot feet, and that'll go as the 5th turnover on the Leopardettes. 4:01 left here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Latta. Leopardettes with a little token pressure themselves. Sinkle gets it near the half line. Leslie Wilmot with her there, works it left, hands it off to Parnatcher. Russell stays with her. Right wing goes over to Anderson. Back up top to Williams. Left side Smith. Right back to Anderson. Inside Sinkle. Turns around to the right hand. Puts it up and in. 9-0 Lady Panthers. Again, the full court trap. All the way over to Valenciano. She'll push it up against Smith. Works left. Leslie. Klein. No, off the three. McGowan, the offensive board. Put it back and in. Nice, strong rebound from McGowan.
That's what we need right there.
Got the lid off the basket with 3:11 left to go here in the first. It's 9-2 Lady Panthers. Parnatcher waves everybody off. Goes to the high post to Sinkle. Back to Parnatcher. Around a screen from Sinkle. Picked up well by Leslie Wilmot. Now Anderson drives in. And turned and then lost it out of bounds. Actually, that was Williams that lost that. 3 turnovers now on the Lady Panthers, and 2 more subs coming in for Latta. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them. 9-2 Latta, 2:51 left in the first. More Leopardette basketball on your way, presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards! Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
So Leopardette basketball out of the timeout. Again, this full court trap. And found McGowan at the midcourt. They got Klein wide open at the other end, but left it short.
No.
Got her own miss, lost it, and then Cannon Russell can't hang on to it. Andrew, you said it. If you can get past the trap, you got an open girl on the other end, and that time Klein just left it a little bit short. Oh, but Russell with the steal and foul on her attempt.
Yeah, nice aggressive steal right there. We just need to finish. They're giving us looks. If we can take what they give us, we can start digging out of this hole, but we need to calm down, identify the opportunities we have, and capitalize on them.
So Russell at the line to shoot 2 and nails that one. Makes it 9-3 Lady Panthers. Worcester checks back in. Parnatcher will sit for the Lady Panthers. And Russell has a second free throw attempt coming. And that one is also good. Little 4-0 run here for the Leopardettes. It's 9-4. Varsity races Smith up the floor. She stops, comes back up top to Worcester. She gets to the right elbow, sends it back up top to Smith between the rings. Dribble left, dribble right, spin move in the lane, goes down to the baseline, steps through, and the shot won't drop. But I think we're going to get Arisday with the hand check. Valenciano picks up her second, and that is now 5 team fouls on the for the Leopardettes, which puts the Lady Panthers into bonus for the final 2:21 of this one.
Well, that was a good aggressive foul. Those are the kind that you can almost overlook because she was aggressive from one end of the court to the other. Arisday was, so.
First free throw from J.C. Smith is good. She's now 1 of 3 at the line. Make it 2 of 4. She'll get that one to go. Has 5 points and puts the Lady Panthers back up by 7. 2:15 left to go here in the first quarter. And number 4, Gracie Bray in the ballgame for the Leopardettes. Shot is missed. Rebound, Worcester. And Brace forces the turnover. Russell races the other way. Out into the corner for Klein. Catch fire 3 on the way is too strong. Worcester, another miss. Or another rebound off the miss from Klein. My words tied here. And the force underneath. Bray with a steal, but McGowan can't come up with it. And then down the lane, Smith blocked by Klein. And then they're going to get a foul on Klein as she blocks that shot from J.C. Smith. Brecken's first. And 2 more free throws coming up for J.C. Smith. Missed her first 2, and she's hit her last 3. Lady Panthers are back up by 8 now at 12-4. We got 1:43 left to go here in the first quarter. Smith now 4 of 6 at the line, has 7 points, and it's 13-4 back to a 9-point deficit. But the Leopardettes again break it. Bray across to Klein, and it's blocked. Wilmot, though, Leslie Wilmot with the rebound, got it to Cannon Russell. Cannon drives the lane and puts it up and in. Great offensive board there from Leslie Wilmot. Leads to points. And then Klein nearly came up with a steal on the other end.
Couple opportunities off of that pressure, getting it down to Klein, and just unable to get the basket. If she just pump fake a little bit, let that girl go by, she's probably golden. But
Gentry Wilmot checks back in for the Leopardettes, gives Cannon Russell a breather. Back in the ball game is Savannah Sinkle. Rakaya Booker, number 20, also in for Latta during that stoppage. And tough to stay with Parnatcher. She is so fast. And the reach in on Bray, I believe, would be the call there. And that'll be Gracie's first.
I don't guess I saw the contact there, but must have been on the other side.
Parnatcher at the line. 1 for 2 her first trip, but she'll get that one to go. She's only got 2 points and both at the free throw line. Makes it 14-6 Latta with another free throw still coming. And that one won't count as Rakaya Booker steps in the lane, and that one will be waved off. And Bray is going to check out. Russell is back in the ball game for the Leopardettes. Russell gets it. Back over to Gentry. Back over to Russell. Heads to the middle of the floor. Drives to the free throw line and knocked out from behind by Parnatcher. 6th turnover on the Leopardettes. Parnatcher brings it up. Sends it to Worcester left wing. She'll step up to the three-point line. Off the back iron, no good. Gentry Wilmot with the rebound for the Leopardettes. She will push it across. Gets it to Klein at the right elbow, and then she wanted to go down to McGowan, but she got fouled trying to make the pass. And that she'll go on number 35, Worcester. That's her first and just the 4th team foul. So Leopardettes will inbound under their own basket. Russell to the elevator screen, and we'll get another push through there as Sinkle just ran over Leslie Wilmot on the screen. And that's the 5th team foul. Leopardettes will now get to shoot some free throws. And they call the foul on Kate Williams. That's her first.
Well, if Latta played football, that was a pretty good linebacker move.
There you go. Leslie Wilmot at the line to shoot 2, and the first one's too strong. So it stays 14-6. We've got 44 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Wilmot, second free throw on the way. That one's also too strong. Worcester with the miss. That's her 5th rebound. Parnatcher brings it up. Lurks left, comes back right. Leopardettes have switched to a 3-2 zone here. Left wing to Sinkle, back up top to Worcester. She'll give it back. Worcester to Williams. She'll work left. Parnatcher comes back and gets it, goes back over to Williams. Looks to penetrate Worcester into the left corner. Williams for 3 is an air ball. The offside rebound. Wilmot lost it off of her leg out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Panthers.
It looked like that 3-2 works a little better, forcing them to go with the three-point shot. They've been fairly easily getting it into their post players so far tonight, so maybe we're on to something there.
I would agree with you. Parnatcher goes back to Williams' right wing. 3 ball from there. Ribs are out, no good, but Parnatcher is there. Her point-blank putback doesn't go either. Whew. So Latta will not get off of a couple of offensive rebounds there. Points out of that is non-existent. It'll stay 14-6 at the end of 1. Leopardettes still some work to do, but we'll see what happens here in the second quarter. Looks like it'll be Latta basketball when we come back after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
Back here in Latta, Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs, Kevin Scruggs, Jason Wallenberg back at our studios in Lindsay. It's 14-6 Latta. We'll start the second quarter. Klein, Valenciano, Gentry Wilmot, Cannon Russell, and Maddie McGowan on the floor for the Leopardettes. And Latta ball out of the timeout to start this second quarter. Booker will bring it across. Goes to the left corner to Williams. Back to Booker. Back over to Parnatcher right side. Back up top to Booker. Looks into the lane.
Nice
Gentry
defense.
Wilmot with the steal. And the reach-in foul going to be called on Booker. Her first. That'll be the first team foul of the quarter. And that will get Jay Smith back in the ball game for Latta. Fifth turnover now on the Lady Panthers, but great play from Gentry Wilmot. They avoid the trap, get it to Russell. Russell to McGowan. McGowan over to Valenciano. We got a 2-on-1 break. Got it to Klein. Send it back out to Russell for three from the right wing. Back iron no good. And a rebound pulled down by Sinkle. And another near steal by McGowan. Rinsing past Marnatcher there. Sinkle back over to Parnatcher into the right corner. Smith catch fire three from there's an air ball. Tipped rebound ends up in the hands of McGowan. There's Day ahead to Klein. Klein back over to Gentry right wing. Up top, a wide open three from McGowan. Again off the mark. Smith with the miss. Latta pushes the other way. 7 minutes to go here in the half. 14-6 Latta. Worcester at the right elbow. Triple teamed over to Parnatcher. Her 15-footer's way too strong. Valenciano with the rebound for the Leopardettes. Ahead to Gentry, who should have gotten a foul right there, and then Gentry threw it away trying to get it down to McGowan. 2-on-2 break, and there's a missed shot, partially blocked. Smith managed to come up with it, missed another point blank.
Wow.
Another point blank miss from Sinkle, and on the rebound is another foul of Leopardettes, but that was 3 offensive boards right there between Sinkle and Smith, and neither one of them could hit a shot.
Sure enough.
You said it during the timeout. It's a good thing they're not shooting very well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I got to say, man, color me old school, I guess, but if we get the ball down, we got a 2-on-1 in the paint. We don't need to be kicking it out for a 3. Like those girls right there, they kept it in the paint. They missed the shots, but they kept getting them.
Smith for 3 right wing. Back iron no good. Worcester, another rebound, and that put back will go. Makes it 16-6, the biggest lead for the Lady Panthers at 10. Ahead, Klein, back to Valenciano. Top of the key, 3-ball from Maddie on the way, and that was an air ball. She was too strong with the first one, but too much adjustment. Lets it go out of bounds for the 9th turnover on the Leopardettes. So 6:02 left here in the second quarter. It's a 10-point Latta lead. They have the basketball as Parnatcher brings it across the timeline. Williams, high right side, goes down to the baseline to Sinkle, right back to Williams, back up top to Parnatcher. Looks for the backdoor cut down the baseline and overthrew the intended receiver, which was Savannah Sinkle.
Yeah, not much room there for that backdoor cut. She'd have been behind the backboard either way.
Russell gets it back to Valenciano. Back over to Russell. Now they get it across. McGowan.
There we go.
Back Valenciano right wing.
Now we need to settle in, run a play.
Hands it to Russell around the screen from McGowan. Nearly run into herself. Down the baseline, Klein and nearly had it, and then the rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Leopardettes.
I still feel like we're playing a little bit wild. I know we're behind 10 here, so that's natural, I guess.
Klein off the inbounds. Her 3 from the right corner is short. Worcester with her 7th rebound already. Gives it ahead to Parnatcher. Stops left wing. Back up top to Williams. Inside Parnatcher. Lost the handle on it. Leopardettes get it back. Valenciano lost it. Picked up by Klein, though. And Klein turns around. Nails a long 2. A lot of contact right there, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Leopardettes had back down to be within 8 at 16-8, 4:50 left to go here in the first half. Williams, a long 3 right wing, again rims out. Loose ball on the floor, corralled by Leslie Wilmot.
Hey, nice job.
Valenciano takes it right down the lane, and too strong.
Just no touch there.
Yeah. The other way comes Smith. And timeout is going to be called by Coach Plunk for the Latta Panthers. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We have more Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank coming up right after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5600. 432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Braid Oil, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
16-8, Latta on top, 4:27 left to go here in the second quarter. It'll be Latta basketball out of the timeout. Williams will inbound from the far sideline. Parnatcher will get it from there, works to the top of the key, picked up by Klein. Sends it back over to a wide open Williams for three. That one's off the mark, but Parnatcher, the offensive board, that one is missed. Williams finally comes up with one and puts it in.
Oh, no.
And foul going the other way. That'll go on Worcester.
Well, we're fortunate there. That was a ball lobbed into double coverage. Not the smartest of passes, but worked out this time.
Second foul on Jacoby Worcester, just the second team foul of the quarter. Russell brings it across. Goes to Valenciano, right wing, looks inside of McGowan.
Good.
She'll turn around on Sinkle, goes to the left hand, too strong. And then Williams got the rebound and fell with it, but it ends up in the hands of Smith. Smith looks to penetrate, has to pull it back out. Leopardette's still in that 3-2 zone. And I'm like Andrew, I think it's worked a lot better for us.
Absolutely. They've settled for a lot of threes here.
I really think they think that Williams, they've actually set her up for three. So there's a great hustle play.
And if she gets hot, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But for now, if they're going to lob the three in, if we will just get a rebound down on that end, then we're set. But
rebound numbers look ugly right now.
We're letting them get those offensive boards and get 3-4 tries at it.
Again, screen it, and there's Maddie McGowan bats away a pass.
Good job.
Forces the 8th turnover on Latta. Valenciano looks to drive in, sends it out to a wide open Klein, left wing three on the way, and it's good.
I'd like to see Klein get hot again.
For sure.
We know she can. I think she had 5 or 6 in that Bridge Creek game.
4, there was 4 in that first quarter,
Yeah.
Sinkle traveled with it, but didn't get a whistle there. Smith goes back into the right corner. That is the Jolie Myers, number 15, that checked in for Latta. And then Parnatcher draws contact in the lane, and she will head to the free throw line. And that goes on Brecken Klein. That'll be her second. And that's just the second team foul on the Leopardettes here in the second quarter. But that one on the shot will earn Parnatcher a couple of free throws here.
Yeah, Brecken just a little bit handsy that time. Not surprised by that call at all.
And Parnatcher misses the front end. 18-11. And Valenciano did everything she could to hang on to that spot.
We had that same thing happen with Bryson Watts over at Marlowe the other day. Raring to go, as my dad would say.
There you go. McGowan sends it down the floor to Leslie Wilmot. She gets into the lane, sends it out to Klein, back to Russell. Right wing three from Cannon's too strong. McGowan tips the rebound to herself and then gets fouled on the putback. And that will go on number 15, Jolie Myers, her first, team's third. Free throw from McGowan, up and good. She's only got 3 in the ball game, but it cuts the lead to 7 and make it 6 as she goes 2 for 2. 19-13.
crawling back little by little.
Smith walks it up. Works around to screen from Parnatcher. Gets it over in the left corner to Anderson. She'll dribble all the way back up top. Sends it to Myers. Myers right down the lane. Goes back out to Smith. Takes it down the baseline. Cut off by Wilmot. Send it back up top. Get it to the left elbow to Parnatcher. She gets into the lane. Sends it back up to the top of the key. Myers for three from the right wing. It's up and good.
Finally found one.
22-13, 9-point lead. Under 2 to go here. They get it down the floor to Wilmot. Back over to Klein. Klein lays it up and in the and one as Anderson will pick up the foul.
Good job there. Looked like that shot was altered a little bit. Still got the bucket.
4th team foul on the Lady Panthers. And Klein now with 8 points, 7 points in the ball game. Forgive me. I'm counting this free throw before she actually hits it. And I shouldn't have because she missed it.
You jinxed it.
Yeah, I did. 22-15, Leopardettes within 7. We've got 1:35 left to go before halftime. Parnatcher between the rings. Over to Myers. She'll work up top. Sends it over to the right side to Sinkle. Back to Parnatcher. She works right. And nearly threw it away from Smith. Smith comes up with it. Gets into the lane. Took a right at Brecken Klein, who took a shot from there, but missed the shot, and Valenciano comes away with a miss. Ahead to Klein, right corner. Got around her girl, sends it up top, Valenciano. 3 ball from Arisday on the way is too strong. And Cannon Russell, we're going to get a jump ball, but the Leopardettes have the possession arrow. Great hustle from Cannon Russell right there.
Absolutely. We need to be challenging every rebound down here. And we have been here the last few trips down the court.
1:01 left. Leopardettes a chance to cut into that 7-point lead here. Got it to Leslie Wilmot and threw one up, and she will draw contact. And that'll be 2 more free throws coming up. And that one goes on Myers. That's her second. And that's now 5 team fouls, but 2 free throws here for Leslie Wilmot. Missed her first 2. See if she's found that right distance here on these, and nope, that one is still too strong. It'll be the 9th free throw attempt of the Leopardettes, and she misses that one. They are 4 of 9 from the free throw line.
Got to have those.
Under a minute left. Latta with the ball and a 7-point lead. Parnatcher goes over to Smith right side. She'll dribble across to the left side, hand it over to Anderson, back to Smith, into the lane. Myers can't get the shot to go. McGowan with her 5th rebound. And Smith all over Cannon Russell. And they finally do pick it up. Jay Smith picks up her first. But got to have free throws here as Cannon Russell goes back. She hit her first 2 to be 2 for 2 at the line. 38 seconds left before halftime.
Tables are turned a little bit here. First quarter, we were giving them, I don't know, I didn't count them up, 8 free throws, something like that in that first quarter.
10 to be exact, yeah.
10,
12,
okay.
actually.
10 or 12.
Yep.
So here we are, we're getting our turn. We just need to capitalize on them like they did.
And Cannon hits the first one. And she got them both. She's 4 for 4 at the line, has 6 points in the half. And it's 22-17, Leopardettes down by 5, 30 seconds left in the half. Parnatcher on the dribble. Latta looking for a final shot here, and I have a feeling Coach Cater will be willing to let them have it.
I bet you're right.
They'll set up. Parnatcher on the handle. Clock down to 15 seconds. Now Coach Plunk says, let's go.
All right. Watch the back door here.
She'll work left, goes back right. They tried to set it up to get Smith out in the corner. Pass is tipped by Valenciano, though. Lob it in the lane. Sinkle got it, but missed the shot at the buzzer, and the Leopardettes close out on a 4-0 run in the quarter to be down by 5 at halftime. It's 22-17. Latta with the lead here at halftime. We will send it over to JD. We'll take a timeout. I'm going to figure up some very, very officially unofficial. stats from the first half. We'll come back with more from the Latta Panther Classic here in Latta, Oklahoma, right after this time out here on KBLP Live.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Tabor's Drug has been locally owned and operated for almost 60 years and has employed many leopards and leopardettes. We are very proud to be a supporter of our sports teams. At Tabor's Drug, your prescriptions are filled with care and accuracy, and our pharmacist is available for free consulting concerning your prescriptions bought at Tabor's. We also offer interpreters for our Spanish-speaking friends. We are a very friendly store that has that small town feel. You can reach us at 405-756-4511. Come and see us.
Car Care Center is your hometown auto repair shop right here in Lindsay, America at 211 West Cherokee, providing complete automotive repair on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. So if your ride needs repair or service, Car Care Center can get it done. Whether it's radiators, mufflers, brakes, or diagnostics, Car Care Center can handle whatever you need to get back on the road. Call Car Care Center at 405-756-1447. That's 756-1447. Available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Car Care Center at 211 West Cherokee in Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
Back here in Latta, the First National Bank, a halftime show as the Leopardettes are down by 5 at halftime, 22-17 to the Latta Lady Panthers. And to our officially unofficial stats, Latta is led by Jason Smith. She's got 7 in the ball game. 4 points from Savannah Sinkle, 3 from Kelby Parnatcher, 3 from Jolie Myers, 3 from Kate Williams, and 2 from Jacoby Worcester rounds out the scoring for Latta, who went 8 of 14 from the charity stripe. The Leopardettes only had 3 girls score in that first half, and 6 of the points belonged to Cannon Russell, 7 for Brecken Klein. She had that big three-pointer there in that second quarter. And then the 4 points from Maddie McGowan rounds out the scoring for the Leopardettes, who went 6 of 11 from the free throw line. Leopardettes were out-rebounded 22-13 in that first half, and then Lindsay ends up with 9 turnovers in the half, 8 turnovers in the half for Latta. And we're going to go over to Andrew. He's going to talk about our shooting numbers. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't keep any stats, did you, Andrew?
I have these numbers for you. The Latta Lady Panthers did not shoot very well.
There you go.
In that first half, and that's a big benefit to us, or it could be a little different story here at half. And the Leopards didn't shoot particularly very well. So there's your shooting stats.
Shooting stats.
Yep.
But you're correct. If Latta so many point-blank shots that they just flat missed, the Leopardettes right now could be down 20 or more easily. And again, with the fact that we did not shoot real well either.
Yep.
But you're only down 5 at halftime. I think the Leopardettes are in good shape here. They figured out the 3-2 zone is good. It's slowed down their offense so much. They've come up with some steals out of it. I think they've kind of figured that that full court trap out. So I think we get away from the trap and get into the half court and stay in that 3-2 right now. I think it'll be a good second half.
Yeah, you're right. We were starting to get opportunities there after about a quarter and a half of our girls playing a little bit frantically. And I'm not trying to be negative, but they were behind, trying to get caught up. Just not really playing themselves, in my opinion. They started to settle in there in that second quarter, started getting some opportunities, breaking the press. The 3-2 zone we went to, we really started denying that post entry for the Lady Panthers, and that made them settle for those three-point shots. So provided that one of them doesn't wind up getting hot from beyond the arc, I think we're going to be playing a better game from here on out defensively. Now, on the offensive side of the court, there toward the end, we did have Maddie getting down low again. We fed her a couple of times in there. They were unsuccessful trips down the court a couple of those times. Drew a foul 1 or 2 times in there. I think we need to continue to do that because you get the ball down into Maddie, that draws another defender down on her. That opens somebody else up, probably in the corner. And if Cannon or Klein can hit here in this second half, maybe we can crawl back in this thing.
Well, that is your officially unofficial stats here in your First National Bank halftime show. We'll quickly look at what's left for today on the schedule. Again, the Leopards and the Latta Panthers will play in the other semifinal game, or one of the other semifinal games, immediately following this game. Kiowa and Washington girls will play at 6:30 in the other winners bracket semifinal. And then the nightcap is the Washington Warriors and Silo. Boys game will play at 7:45 to round out day 2. Earlier, Kiowa and Tisch boys played, and Kiowa won that game. They will face Comanche in the consolation finals tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. So Kiowa, Comanche boys. On the girls' side, Comanche defeated McLean out of Tulsa, and they'll be on one side of the bracket. On the other side is Silo and Tisch, and they did not have it marked on the bracket out front who won that girls' game this afternoon between Silo and Tisch, but they will play Comanche at noon tomorrow in the other consolation final, and we'll talk some more about that schedule here for tomorrow coming up after this. Latta Panther basketball as we start the second half. Parnatcher will get it up to Smith. Gracie Bray will start the second half for the Leopardettes, and she's got the task of guarding Worcester at that high post. Parnatcher tries to get around Russell, and Russell put both hands in and did the hand check. And Cannon Russell picks up her first personal. That'll be the first team foul on the Leopardettes here in the third. Williams will get it into Parnatcher. Again, they try to screen to get Williams open into the free throw line. Single, Worcester down the baseline, puts it up and in. Puts the Lady Panthers up by 7. And they kind of back out of the full court. It's more a full court man now. Got out of that trap zone, full court. Russell sends it left side to McGowan. They'll screen it to get Valenciano open top of the key. She'll send it back over to Russell right wing, and Russell couldn't handle the pass from Valenciano. And the Leopardettes now have 10 turnovers in the game.
Interesting. I thought that was clearly off of Latta there.
No, I think it went right off of the shoulder of Russell.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yep. Williams from the right wing. Back up top, Parnatcher sends it back over to Smith. Bray doing a great job of keeping Sinkle covered up at that high post. They'll go to the baseline for Williams, and then nearly stolen away, but it ends up in the hands of Smith from the three-point line, and McGowan with a good block out underneath gets a foul called on Savannah Sinkle, and Sinkle's first is the team's first here in the third.
So it looks like the Lady Panthers worked on something at halftime to combat that defense that the Leopards were running. A little baseline action down there.
Yep. So Russell brings it up against Parnatcher, gets it to the high post up there for McGowan. She'll pick up her dribble, gives it away to Valenciano. Bray back to Russell. She'll split through the double team. Off the glass,
right.
Got the spin and roll it in. Cannon Russell. 24-19, Leopardettes back within 5. Parnatcher steps up. Williams run off the three-point line by McGowan. Smith back top of the key, sends it back over to the right wing. Parnatcher on the dribble, gets to the free throw line, drives all the way down. The floater will not drop. Leslie Wilmot with the rebound.
There's a foul.
And we're going to get another foul. Smith off the reach in. That'll be her second. And 2 quick team fouls here on the Lady Panthers. 6:03 left here in the third, 24-19. Leopardettes down by 5. Wilmot stands right wing, gets up top of the key. McGowan, 4-3, back rim, no good. A long rebound for Kate Williams. As Jay Smith will bring it up for the Lady Panthers. All the way to Williams on the right wing. Baseline Worcester. All the way back up top to Parnatcher. And Parnatcher traveled with it. So that 3-2 zone has really disrupted this offense for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, it has.
Leopardettes have done a good job of keeping Williams off the three-point line and not letting Worcester drive the baseline.
Mm-hmm.
Russell, top of the key. McGowan looks for the cutters. Valenciano takes it against Smith, lays it up and in.
Play.
And the Leopardettes are within 3, 24-21.
That's what I like to see, getting girls down low, getting some layups.
Smith drives into the lane, stripped. And the ball is loose. Leslie Wilmot. And we're going to get a jump ball, and the Leopardettes have the possession arrow. Great defense from the Leopardettes, and we're going to have a timeout called by Latta. 5:01 left here in the third, 24-21. Latta up by 3. Leopardettes with the basketball when we come back after this timeout. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Back out of the timeout, 5:01 left here in the third quarter, 24-21. Latta the three-point lead, but the Leopardettes with the basketball. And they will back completely out of the press. So Russell will bring it up for the Leopardettes. She'll work down the right side along with Valenciano. McGowan comes to the top of the key. The backdoor cut from Russell's not there. Valenciano will work left. Russell gets a wide open three from the left wing. Count it! And we're going to get a foul also. And I think Wilmot's the one who's going to get to go to the free throw line because she got shoved down off the screen. So count the three for Cannon Russell to tie the game at 24. And then the foul called on Kate Williams was her second and the third team foul on Latta. So Leopardettes will bring it in on the baseline. McGowan has the pass intended for her tipped out by Worcester. Bray will now have to move to the sideline to trigger. So Bray with the basketball. Valenciano will get it on the wing left side. Goes through a double team. Yeah. Gets to the elbow, to the free throw line. Wilmot flips it out to Bray left wing. Bray comes back to Russell, who nearly has it stripped by Parnatcher a couple of times. Russell flips it over Valenciano. Back to Cannon Russell between the circles, and she's going to reset the offense.
There we go. We just need to settle down here.
McGowan in the lane, goes right side Valenciano. Back up top, Leslie Wilmot between the rings. Has it knocked out of her hands and then loses it. Smith all the way down, and Bray and Valenciano were both there. And Bray's down, and she's hurting. The foul called on Valenciano was her third and the second team foul, but Gracie Bray is not getting back up. So, now they may help her up.
I'm thinking
she rolled an ankle is what I think. But, hey, glad to see her up trying to walk it off. So the freshman will get to go set while she figures that out, but great hustle from Gracie Bray.
Yeah, I think we'll see her back.
But that'll get Brecken Klein back in the ballgame for the Leopardettes. And again, that was the second team foul on Lindsay. We're still tied with 4:04 left to go here in the third. There's Williams put a shove with two arms in the back of Valenciano, and Kate Williams just picked up her third. And 4 team fouls now on the Lady Panthers. That was not smart at all.
No, it wasn't.
That was too obvious.
Yep.
So Cannon Russell brings it up against Parnatcher. Parnatcher knocks the ball loose. Yeah. McGowan needs some help, and a timeout's going to be called by Coach Cater. And you can see the desperation defense, and they are really starting to get physical here.
Yeah,
I think Coach Cater's starting to point that out here. So we're going to take a quick timeout, 3:50 left. We'll come back after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
So Leopardette basketball coming out of the timeout. Tie ball game at 24. We've got 3:50 left here in the third, and a little bit longer here for Maddie McGowan to get her knee brace adjusted. Valenciano will bring it in front of her own bench. Gets it into Russell. Parnatcher will pick her up. McGowan, left wing. They'll screen for Valenciano at the top of the key. Got it to her, picked up by Smith. Goes back over to Russell, right wing. Looking for Maddie down low. Got it to her. Ball is tipped. Maddie comes back up with it, but she's double teamed. Now it's stripped and turned over. Parnatcher pushes it the other way, 1-on-3. She'll retreat to the right corner, takes it down the baseline. Stripped by Klein. And they're going to – the loose ball was picked up and thrown in. They're going to wave that off. The foul was against Brecken Klein, which is her third and the third team foul of the quarter.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with the foul there, but didn't look like any more contact than what we saw on the other end.
Yeah. There's a jumper in the lane that will not drop for Sinkle, but another offensive board for Jay Smith. Sinkle sends it all the way to Parnatcher in the left corner. Got around Wilmot, puts it up from the left wing. It won't go, and another offensive rebound underneath. Jolie Myers. And fouled by Valenciano, and that's 4 on Eris Day. And 4th team foul. This will be 2 free throws coming up for Myers, who has not attempted a free throw yet tonight, but that's Eris Day's 4th.
Man, we need her in the ball game too.
And Myers misses the first free throw, and they're trying to clarify who the foul was on. And Well, I think they're going to leave it the way it was. I don't see them changing anything. And Myers misses them both. Leslie Wilmot picks up her sixth rebound. And Parnatcher and Sinkle are going to try to trap Russell. Got it away to McGowan. McGowan drives all the way to the top of the key, sends it to Valenciano, left wing. Three is good! And the Leopardettes have a 27-24 lead, their first lead of the game, with 2:45 left to go in the third. Worcester turned down to three, sends it all the way across, intended. And are they going to say it's tipped? I was afraid it might have been in the lane, and they're going to say it is off the Leopardettes. Wilmot will replace Valenciano, which hurts. She just hit that three, but you got to get her out of there with that fourth foul.
Yep.
So the Leopardettes right here on a 7-0 run. 10-0 run, I beg my pardon here. Worcester, short corner, run off by McGowan. Smith, the three, top of the key, off the back iron. And Gentry Wilmot tracks down the long rebound. And timeout called by Coach Cater to save that possession. 2:21 left here in the third. The Leopardettes' 10-0 run has a 3-point Lindsay lead here in the third quarter. We'll take a full timeout. We'll come back to Latta after this. Live coverage of Leopardette basketball is brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay!
Let's try that again. Welcome back to Latta. 2:21 left to go here in the third quarter. Leopardette basketball. McGowan will push it up. Woo. Baseball pass to the other end of the floor is stolen away.
Oh, no.
And a reach-in foul call from behind on Leslie Wilmot is her third, and that's the fifth team foul on the Leopardettes. So 2 free throws coming up for Jay Smith. I want to point out here, we've got 2:13 left to go here in the third quarter. Latta has not scored a point in this quarter. I'm sorry, they scored 2. Jay Smith is that one.
Yeah, their offensive production just went almost to nothing once we went to that 2-3, 3-2, excuse me.
She got that one to go. They are 1 of 4 from the free throw line in the quarter, and they are back within 2. Leopardettes 2-point lead at 27-25. Gentry Wilmot works on Smith, races up the right side, gets it to Russell in the lane, stops, and then has her shot blocked. Here comes Booker going the other way, blew the point-blank layup, and Russell will come away with a miss.
Fortunate there.
Big time.
Let's not get crazy.
Inside, McGowan turns around, double teamed, gets it to the free throw line. Wilmot, from there it's good. Leslie Wilmot puts the Leopardettes up by 4, 29-25, a minute 35 left in the third.
Good job there by Maddie to get that to her, not giving up on it.
In between the rings, Smith. Over to Myers on the right side. Parnatcher on the wing. Bad pass out of bounds. That's the 11th turnover on Latta. And the Leopardettes will get the ball back up by 4. Gentry Wilmot will bring it in against this full court pressure. Gets it in the backcourt to McGowan. That's not a bad move. They're not going to pick her up back there. She's not a bad ball handler. Gets across the timeline. She'll hand it to Russell. Parnatcher knocks it loose out of bounds. Parnatcher is just as quick as Coach Dodd told me. She is extremely fast and quick.
She is. You can't turn your back on that girl.
Klein will get it into Russell off the inbounds. We approach a minute left in the third. Leopardettes with a 4-point lead in the ball. Leslie Wilmot left wing up to the top of the key from McGowan over to Gentry. The back door down the baseline.
No, just a little high.
Pass too tall. 14th turnover now on Lindsay. Here comes Myers. Sends it over to Worcester in the right corner. Back up to Parnatcher. And she'll back up between the rings. Works right, goes to the right corner to Myers, and McGowan steals the ball. The Leopardettes with the turnover now have the ball, and Smith nearly stole it back.
Ooh, sure did.
The Leopardettes will get a break again, and Cinco will check in for Myers for the Lady Panthers. And Leopardette basketball, 30 seconds left in the third, still up by 4. And again, bad pass, knocked away. Turnover number 15 on the Leopardettes. Parnatcher looks to penetrate. Sends it right wing over to Booker. Comes back to Parnatcher right wing. Back into the right corner to Booker. Tried to go down low, and Leslie Wilmot knocks it out of bounds.
Perfectly played right there.
Oh, and they're going to say Leopardette basketball.
I don't know if
Coach
that's
Plunk,
right, but I'll take it.
Coach Plunk is going to argue that one. I'm with him. I'm not sure. But
yeah, I thought it was off of Lindsay. But I'm not the man in the striped shirt.
I was already saying he's looking at Coach Plunk saying, "I saw it. I know what I called."
Okay.
Klein gets it into McGowan. Worcester will pick her up this time. Ahead to Cannon Russell, goes across the lane, and the shot blocked. And then out of bounds, it will be Leopardette basketball. Again, Latta is everywhere on those rebounds. You have to block out, and Leopardette's get lucky right there to get that one back.
We've just got to learn to pump fake on that shot.
McGowan in the right corner out of the inbounds. Comes up top to Gentry, and then there's a reach-in foul on Jace Smith. That should be her third. That will be the 5th team foul. And that'll put Gentry Wilmot at the line for the first time today with 1.7 seconds left before the end of this third quarter. Leopardette's looking to increase on that 4-point lead. And it's short. Gentry Wilmot with a second free throw attempt coming.
That's it.
Drops that one in perfectly. 30-25 Leopardettes as we get to the end of that third quarter. And it will be a Latta basketball to start the fourth when we come back after this. Live coverage of Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here in Latta, 25-30. Leopardettes are up by 5 as we start the fourth. Leopardettes outscored Latta 13-3 in that quarter to take this 5-point lead.
Yeah, and we've done it with just some really good defense and finally warming up on offense a little bit.
Smith drives to the right side of the lane, has it stripped as she's headed up, and it will be Latta Panther basketball. Williams will check back in for the Lady Panthers. Booker will check out. And Williams will bring it in from her own baseline. And Sinkle got it in the right corner, grabs it there. Takes it down the baseline, sends it all the way across to Williams, and she stepped on the sideline, out of bounds. 13 turnovers now on the Lady Panthers, and the Leopardettes get the ball back up by 5. And now the full court pressure comes back. It's full court man, though, so if they can just get it in, now just clear out. You got to get down the floor. McGowan will bring it up. Worcester knocks her down, trying to get in there, and that will be the third on Jacoby Worcester and the first on Latta here in the quarter. Klein will inbound for the Leopardettes in front of her own bench. Russell will come get it. Parnatcher on the defense. Russell works left. Gets the ball knocked loose, but right into the hands of McGowan, who turns around, fires a three off the front of the rim. Gentry Wilmot nearly had that rebound, but Williams will come away with it for the Lady Panthers. Smith over to Sinkle, left wing Williams. Thought about the three, drives the baseline instead. Shot blocked by McGowan and picked up by Worcester. She'll take it to Maddie.
That's got to be a charge.
Nope.
She was set bigger than Dallas.
Maddie will pick up the foul. I'm not going to disagree with Andrew, but
I think that was really good defense there by Maddie. Good and clean on both of those shots.
She got the block, and then when Worcester came back up with it, she took it right into the body of McGowan, and that one nearly died on the back of the rim and then rolls in for Jacoby Worcester. Her first free throw attempt of the night. Cuts the Leopardette lead to 4. And the second one on the way is also good. Kaylee Rudd, number 24, checks in for Worcester. Leopardettes lead 30-27. And
we've got to pass hard.
Yes. Smith knocks that pass intended for McGowan out of bounds.
And you could see Maddie there telling her the very same thing. Pass it hard.
Gentry Wilmot gets it in. Avoids the trap, gets it over to McGowan. McGowan all the way to the right side for Russell. Russell drives in the lanes, knocked down by Parnatcher, no whistle. Parnatcher stops, drives the left side of the lane, blew the layup, rebound, Klein, and you got a wide open Russell at the other end of the floor, nobody saw her. Wilmot on the handle. Gentry gets it over to Klein, high on that right side to the high post for McGowan. Turns around, looked at the three, but she'll send it back to Gentry Wilmot instead. Gentry with Smith all over her. Leslie at the high post. Flips it out to McGowan left wing. Drives on Rudd. McGowan, tough inside, can't get it to drop. Rebound Williams. Smith ahead to Parnatcher, drives into the lane, and they're going to call a block there, and it wasn't a block. Parnatcher drew that contact all the way down, and they're going to still call that on Brecken Klein. That was...
She took a hard sidestep
into Klein.
Yeah.
Absolutely did. Klein was not going to be there, but that'll be her fourth and the second team foul. All the way up top, Parnatcher for three, no. Rebound, Williams up over the top of Leslie Wilmot, no whistle. Parnatcher's going to try it again, and that one will go.
Got it then.
Ties the game at 30. 5:55 left in the ball game. Leslie Wilmot fouled there by Parnatcher. Again, no whistles. Over to Klein, three ball off the glass, no good. Way strong. Smith with that miss. And her baseball pass is blocked, but Sinkle ends up with it. She drives down to Parnatcher in the wing, turns it down, gives it to Smith. Her three from the top of the key won't go. Rebound is loose and knocked out of bounds, and a Leopardette basketball. That's a nice, smart move there from Gentry Wilmot to know that it was going out off of the Lady Panthers.
We've got to be careful not to let our emotions get us out of sorts here.
Subs coming back
basketball.
In. You're absolutely right. Booker and Anderson return for the Lady Panthers. Sinkle and Williams check out. And again, the full court man pressure here. Gentry Wilmot looking the inbounds. Klein will get it. All the way over,
Too
stolen
much
away.
lob.
Got to get that pass straight. And the running layup will not go on the lane for Parnatcher. Wilmot comes down with it, and she's going to get fouled. As Gentry Wilmot gets the foul called on Paisley Adams, her second team foul on the Lady Panthers. And Valenciano comes back in with those 4 fouls. Klein will check out.
We've got to quit doing these lob passes.
Oh, for sure. Russell to Gentry to Valenciano. All the way back over to Russell. Got to get down the floor. Across the timeline. Valenciano comes up with it. Russell fell in the backcourt, but she'll get up and head down. Valenciano on the point penetration goes to the right side. NBA 3 from McGowan's way off. And loose ball picked up by Booker. And Smith will bring it up. 4:45 left in the ball game. We're still tied at 30. Parnatcher to the right wing for Booker. Right back to Parnatcher. Over to Smith left side, and there's nobody on the wing. Back to Booker.
That's a
back
walk.
up top, Smith. Back over to Booker. 3 ball on the way, and it's good. 2 threes in the quarter, and it's 33-30. Latta by 3. Valenciano races up the floor, and we're going to have a reach-in called from behind on Booker. Her second, team's third. 4:17 left in the ball game. Latta has just taken the 33-30 lead. It's their first lead since the Leopardettes tied the game at 24. Back with 4:45 left in the third. Down the baseline, pass is tipped away. Russell in the lane under the basket. Sends it all the way back up top to McGowan. McGowan from the free throw line. Jumper on the way and good. Maddie McGowan with her 6th point of the game. Pulls the Leopardettes within 1. 33-32. Latta with the basketball and a 1-point lead. 3:50 left in the ball game. Inside. Back up top to Parnatcher. Drives the lane, lost it, but we're going to call a foul on Cannon Russell. No, they call that on Valenciano.
She's done.
That's done. That's her 5th. So Aristide fouls out with 5 points in the ball game and 3:43 left to go.
Man, that's a bummer. Aristide plays such good defense. She's quick. She steals.
Now, the good news is Gracie Bray is who comes in to replace her, so good to see Gracie back out there.
Yeah.
But 2 free throws here from Parnatcher, and she'll nail that one. She's gone 1 for 2 every trip to the floor tonight. This will be her 8th free throw attempt. Try to give Latta a 3-point lead here with 3:43 left in the ball game. And she does. She's got 8 points in the game. Russell is trapped. Gets it across to Gentry, across to Leslie. Leslie races down, stops, sends it back out to Gentry. Gentry looking underneath at McGowan, got it to her. She's double teamed, goes up in the lane, and is fouled. And Maddie will go to the free throw line for 2. That foul goes on Rakaya Booker. That's her 3rd. 4th team foul on the Lady Panthers, but 2 free throws here for McGowan. Maddie drains that one. Pulls the Leopardettes back within 2. And this one can make it a 1-point game if she can get it to drop in. And she does. She's 4 for 4 at the line. She's got 8 points in the ball game. 35-34, Latta by 1. 3:25 left in the 4th. Parnatcher stands with it out near the half line. Gets it to the right side for Booker. Back up top to Parnatcher. And dragged that pivot foot, but they didn't call it. Booker right wing. Back to Parnatcher. Leopardettes have switched to man now. They're going to force them, not let them run that clock out. And we're going to get an offensive foul called underneath. Great defense down there, and they're going to get the push off underneath on Kaylee Rudd. That's her 3rd. And that is the 5th team foul. This will be free throws for the Leopardettes. Now, do they still, That was 5.
The referee was even holding his hand up 5. I saw it.
But maybe on offense they don't do that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how that rule works on an offensive foul. Gentry Wilmot drives the lane, has it stripped. Gracie Bray comes away with it but throws it away. Quickly the other way. Parnatcher to Williams. 3 ball on the way. Just short. Leslie Wilmot with the rebound. That's 7 rebounds for Leslie now. Bray with the basketball. Over to Russell. 2.5 to go. Leopardettes with the ball down by 1. Nearly turned it over. McGowan comes up with it. And they're going to call a travel on Maddie switched pivot feet. 17th turnover on the Leopardettes. But with 2:24 left, Latta with the ball and a 1-point lead. Smith walks it up. All the way to the left, Sinkle on the left side. And they've got everybody covered. Sinkle finally drives down. Worcester at the free throw line. Sent to the right side. Parnatcher for 3. It's good. That makes it a 4-point game. Under 2 to go. Gentry Wilmot has it stripped, but they're going to call the foul. And it'll go on Parnatcher. The first foul of the game. Second on Parnatcher. I didn't have her first one marked. But Gentry Wilmot goes to the line. A couple of big free throws right here to take it back to a 1-possession game.
Yep, we got to have these. Minute 54 left. We don't need the hole to get any deeper.
And it's good.
Good job.
38-35, 3-point lead. Bray checks out. Klein is back in for the Leopardettes. Second free throw coming up for Gentry Wilmot. And that one will not drop. Worcester with the miss. 38-35, 1:50 left in the ball game. Latta with the ball and a 3-point lead.
Let's see if they start.
And timeout, Latta.
Okay.
We'll take it with them. Don't go away. Exciting finish is coming up right after this timeout. Live coverage of Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
.146 left in the ball game as we get back to action here in the fourth quarter. Latta with the ball and a 3-point lead, 38-35. The lob all the way over to Worcester. She'll hand it back to Parnatcher. And the two-hand check from Cannon Russell is her second. Just the third team foul. And I'll have to correct myself again. Fourth on the scoreboard. So the next foul will put Latta at the free throw line. Sinkle to bring it in on the far sideline. And Smith will retreat into the backcourt to get it. Picked up by Gracie Bray.
Good defense there by Gracie.
Defense by Bray. Sinkle gets it back. Latta has gone into the four-corner stall. Going to force the Leopardettes to foul here. Williams back over to Smith. Bray again with a good defense. Lost the handle. Bray comes away with it.
Gracie.
Tied up, and the Leopardettes have the possession arrow.
Nice
Great hustle
job
by the
there.
freshman.
Absolutely. I'll tell you another thing down there. These, I saw, I think, at least two moving screens down there. Pretty bad ones.
Leopardettes will call the timeout here, and if this is just a 30, we may keep it here for this one. But that is the one of those fallacies of the stall game. You're up by one possession. Yes, you want to take care of the basketball and you want to work as much time off the clock, but when you've got the floor spread that far and you're trying to do nothing but run clock that long, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
20 seconds, 30 seconds, you might do that, but a minute and a half, that's a long time to have to do that without turning the ball over, and that's what happened right there. And the Leopardettes get the turnover from great defense from Gracie Bray, and now you're back on defense trying to stop the Leopardettes from making it closer.
Yep, you got it right, man. And again, call me crazy, but I've always been a fan of just trying to go score. I mean, especially over a minute, just go play your game, because you get anybody out of their normal game, it just opens you up for making mistakes. You're making longer passes. You're holding the ball longer. Just go play your game.
Run your offense. You don't have to shoot the ball. No. But just run your offense and play and make smart passes. I mean, again, it's hard. We laugh. Glenn and I have a big laugh about the fact the Leopardettes cannot stall the ball.
No.
we don't know how to do that, which is fine.
I'm good with it.
But Russell will get it in the backcourt. They will not pick her up at all. Finally, they do as she crosses the timeline. Got to get a basket here, though.
I'll take it.
Gentry
take a basket
Wilmot.
or a foul.
Russell turned down that three, goes inside of McGowan, and she traveled with it. Wanted to go right and picked up her left foot, and then went back to her left and picked up her right foot. And the last thing we needed to do was turn it right back over to them, because now you're right back into having to foul them.
Yep.
Under a minute to go now. Smith on the handle. Back out to Williams, up top to Parnatcher. They're going to come to trap her. And the long pass will end up with Smith over on the right side. And again, they're going to look to trap. And stripped by Brecken Klein, but they're going to call the foul, and that will be 5 on Brecken. And nope, they called it on Wilmot. That caught me off guard. Leslie picks up her 4th. But that's the 15th foul on the Leopardettes. So now 2 free throws coming up for Smith, who has made a living there tonight. This will be her 9th and 10th free throws. She does that one to make it a 2-possession game now with 39 seconds left. And she got them both. 40-35 Latta.
Got to go score now.
Leopardettes with the basketball. Russell tripped, lost the handle, no whistles, and turnover. Worcester ahead to Parnatcher. Parnatcher splits the double team, races down, lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's probably the nail in the coffin there.
Yep. 7-point deficit now, 15 seconds left. Klein races up against Williams, and she'll get a reach in and a foul called on Parnatcher. Not a real smart reach in right there from Kelby. It's her 4th. But it will be free throws for Brecken Klein, who had 7 points all in that first half, but hasn't scored since. And can't get that free throw to go either. She's now 0 for 2 at the line. And Coach Plunk is going to call a timeout for Latta, and I think it's going to be a full if he's got one. 12.7 seconds left. We'll be back after this timeout. Live coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call, 405-428-1198, and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
12 seconds left in the ball game. It is a 7-point deficit for the Leopardettes. And what was a really good second half for Lindsay is going to end up being just not quite enough down the stretch. Klein's second free throw is up. That one will go in for her. Makes it 42-36. And Smith ahead to Williams, and Williams will get an and one with 5.9 on the clock. Count the basket for Kate Williams. And she'll get a free throw here as Klein will pick up her fifth and foul out with 5.9 on the clock. And she'll finish with 8 points in the ball game. And Williams will complete the old-fashioned three-point play. 45-36. Bray in the lane to Gentry Wilmot. Her shot at the buzzer will count. But it'll end up being a 7-point loss for the Leopardettes. 45-38 the final score. And a valiant effort from the Leopardettes, who, again, second half was all over it. They came back and tied the game at 24 with 4:45 in the third, had a 5-point lead at the end of three, and then saw with 5:55 left to go in the ball game. Latta came back and tied the game at 30, and then it was all Latta from there. They went on a run from that point, outscored the Leopardettes 15-8 down the stretch. But great effort by the Leopardettes, and just means that they will now go to 2-3 on the season. Latta goes to 4-3, and the Leopardettes will now go to a third-place game. That game will be at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and they will play the loser of the Washington-Kiowa girls game that will be played right after our boys game here tonight. With that, we're going to send it over to JD. We'll take a timeout. I'll figure up some final numbers from here, and we'll wrap it up and get ready for a boys game coming up right after this timeout here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Are you a small business needing a little creative pick-me-up? Do you need to refresh your business cards or looking for a new logo? Is your business Facebook page still using photos from 2019? Tailored Creative Services offers services for logo design, business cards, photography, videography, and pretty much everything in between. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services, and let's talk about your next project.
Josh Martin and everyone at T&W Tire here in Lindsay, Oklahoma would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck this school year.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to wrap up the girls matchup, a tough loss for the Leopardettes, 45-38, the final score. We bragged on the Leopardettes outscoring Latta 13-3 in that third quarter to take a 5-point lead at the end of three, and then Latta outscores the Leopardettes 20-8 in the final stanza of this one, and they'll pick up the win, and the Latta Lady Panthers will play for the championship tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. The Leopardettes will play for third place at 3 o'clock against the loser of that Washington-Kiowa girls game. For the Lady Panthers, they had 2 players in double figures. Kelby Parnatcher finishes with 13. She had 10 of those in that final quarter. And then 10 points from Jace Smith, 6 apiece from Kate Williams and Jacoby Worcester, 4 from Savannah Sinkle, 3 apiece from Jolie Myers and Rakaya Booker. And the Lady Panthers go 16 of 23 from the free throw line. For the Leopardettes, they were led by Cannon Russell. She finishes with 11 in the ball game. 8 apiece from Maddie McGowan and Brecken Klein. Klein fouled out there at the 6 seconds to go in the ball game and finished with those 8 points. 5 points from Ariste Valenciano. She fouled out with just under 4 left in the game with those 5 points. 4 from Gentry Wilmot, and then 2 from Leslie Wilmot. And the Leopardettes end up 11 of 19 from the charity stripe. +9 on the glass again for the Lady Panthers. They were up. They were +9 in the first half, so Leopardettes matched them on the rebounds there in the second half, but it's still just not enough. And the Leopardettes with 19 turnovers in the game. And again, 15 turnovers for the Lady Panthers. 45-38, Latta with the win. So the Leopardettes will play 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here for third place, and that's when we will see them next. So we'll take a side break here and here's some words from our sponsors, and then we'll get back to get you set for the boys matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Latta Panthers. Coming up right after this time out here on the Sports Leader, KBLP Live.
Are you ready to be part of a community dedicated to creating a drug-free environment? Look no further than the Pass Drug-Free Coalition.
Hey, have you heard about PASS? It's a coalition that brings together individuals, families, schools, businesses, and community organizations all working towards one goal, a drug-free community.
That's right. The PASS Drug-Free Coalition is committed to preventing substance abuse and promoting healthy alternatives. We believe that together we can make a positive impact on the lives of our community members.
By joining PASS, you'll have access to valuable resources and support to help you create a safer and healthier community. From educational programs to awareness campaigns, we're empowering everyone to take action.
And it's not just about prevention. PASS also provides support for those who are recovering from substance abuse, connecting them with the necessary resources and assistance they need to get back on track.
So, how can you get involved? It's easy. Visit our website at www.passdrugfree.org or at PassDrugFree on social media and learn more about our upcoming events, workshops, and initiatives.
Together, we can create a community where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, free from the harms of substance abuse. Join us in making a difference.
Remember, the power to create change starts with you. Join the Pass Drug Free Coalition today, and let's build a brighter, drug-free future together.
Back here in Latta, the Latta Panther Classic. Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs, Kevin Scruggs, Jason Wallenberg back at our studios in Lindsay, handling the FM broadcast on 105.1 FM. We'll get set for the boys matchup. The Lindsay Leopards had a big win over Tishomingo last night, 66-31, the final score in that game. Leopards had 2 players in double figures. Bryce Cater had 14 in the game, 4 threes in the game last night from Bryce. 11 points from Bryson Watts, and looked like a game where just about everybody got in the game, and everybody who got in the game scored Isaac Cameron had 7. Creed Taylor and Brody Ramming both had 6. Gustavo Torres had 9 in the game. So it was Armando had Hernandez had a couple. Hunter Russell had 4. Manuel Guerrero had 5. So a good game for the Leopards. And again, they'll take on this Latta team who defeated Kiowa 57-41 to get to this matchup here. So we'll see if the Lindsay Leopards can defeat the home team, Latta Panthers. Latta is 3-3 on the season, and the Leopards 2-2. Coming into tonight's matchup, and we'll be back here tomorrow again, 3 o'clock for that girls game. We'll do a pregame just ahead of that. I'm not sure what the delay is here on getting the starters introduced here, but
waiting on the song to finish, maybe.
Hey, there you go. Wait that. Maybe we were waiting for the guy that's running the sound to come back so he could turn it off. So I think we're about ready to get underway. Yeah. Again, it'll be a tough matchup for this Latta team, just simply because you are the home team. This is your home floor. You're used to playing here, and so we'll see how the Leopards match up here. But let's get you the starters first for the Lindsay Leopards, and they'll start a sophomore, number 3, Creed Taylor, out at guard. At forward will be senior, number 4, Brody Ramming. Also at guard will be a senior, number 11, Bryson Watts. At forward, a sophomore, number 23, Bryce Cater. And at forward, a sophomore, number 34, Gustavo Torres. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards in his first season here at Lindsay, Devin Terry, and he is assisted by Gavin Wilson. Let's get you the starters for the Latta Panthers. And they'll start at 5'10", sophomore, number 12, Brody Williams. Sophomore, 5'11", sophomore, number 23 is Deacon Smith. Number 3 is Carter Dodson. He is a 5'7" senior. A 6'3" senior, number 33 is Hunter Price. And rounding out the starting 5 is a 5'11" sophomore, number 23, Deacon Smith. I got it backwards. Hunter Price. I already mentioned Deacon Smith, didn't I? How about 33? The 6'3" senior, Deacon Price. The head coach for the Latta Panthers is Matt Bryant. He's assisted by Kerry White. And again, Latta 3-3 on the season, coming in off that win over Kiowa last night. So Brody Ramming at the center circle to await to tip this one up.
And this is the first time we've had Brody and Gus starting together, I believe.
I think they started Marlowe that way.
Did they start that way?
Yeah.
Okay. My apologies.
But that was the first one, absolutely. So Price and Ramming, they both went up. Ramming actually was higher, but neither one of them got a hand on it.
They locked arms a little bit, it looks like.
So they laugh that out and try it again. And again, Ramming out skies him, and it'll be tipped back there. And here comes Watts to start the thing for the Leopards. Cater stands left wing and waits for Taylor in between the circles. Back to Watts right wing, looking inside for Torres. Comes back to Cater, top of the key. Back to Watts on the right wing. They'll screen to get Ramming open up top. Cater, long 3 from the left wing is up and good. Cater picks up right where he left off last night.
That's a way to start.
He had 4 threes last night. He's got the first point here off of a 3. Drive down the right side by Williams. He'll send it out on the wing over to Sam Brown. He's the one I missed in the starting lineup. Gets it back out there for Smith. Back to Williams. Drives in and penetrates out on the left wing to Dotson. Up top to Brown. Back over to Williams. Cut off on his drive. Nearly stolen away by Watts. 3 from the left wing is short from Brown, and Bryson Watts comes up with the rebound.
Pretty good defense there by the
Cater,
Leopards.
left wing to Taylor. Back up top, ramming. Back to Watts. Looking inside for Torres, but can't get it there. Ramming looks at him again. Back to Cater. Up top, Taylor. Sits it over right wing. Now get it down to Torres. Low post, and now he's too far under, and he has to step in. Oh, what a pass inside
Nice
for
pass.
Ramming to put it in.
Yeah, Torres got that pass, lost his feet a little bit, wound up in a bad position, but nice find with Brody there.
The big man with the assist.
Love it.
Williams on the handle. Around the right side of the lane, underneath, and he couldn't, Price couldn't handle the pass. And turnover Latta. The Leopards get it back. 6:15 left here in the first, leading by 5. Cater between the circles. Back over to Taylor, right wing. Catch fire 3 from Creed is on the way, and it's good. And the Leopards open with an 8-0 run.
Nice start here.
Brown with it right wing. Up top to Williams. Back over to the left side for Dodson. He'll retreat back to the half line, reset the offense. As they direct out here, Leopards have been in a man here since we started. Smith on the handle. Brown gets it back, hounded by Taylor. Picks up his dribble, gets to the high post. Price sends it back out to the wing to Smith, back up top to Dodson. Williams again looks to penetrate, drives in the lane. Picks up his dribble, and it's loose on the floor. Torres, and we'll end up with a jump ball as Williams will reach in and tie up Gustavo, but it will be a Panther basketball with alternating possession. But that's great defense.
Absolutely. Good aggressive defense on everyone's part.
Got Brown open in the corner, and Taylor steals away the inbound pass. Anticipated that perfectly. Watts sends it across to Taylor. Back between the circles for Cater. Gives it to Ramming. Back to Taylor between the rings. Cater right wing. That's again underneath for Torres. Got it to him again. Spin move down the baseline. Up top to a wide open Taylor. Turned down to 3. Cater. Step back 3 from the top of the key. Rainbow in. 2 straight threes for Cater. That's an 11-0 run for the Leopards. They've got 4 field goals, and 3 of them are threes.
Yeah, Cater is blazing hot right here to start the game.
Williams over to Dodson left side. Back up top Smith. Taylor went for the steal, missed it. Smith nails a 3.
Man, Creed almost had that thing too.
11-3, Leopards by 8. Ramming left side. Up top Taylor, back over to Cater. Right wing Watts. Gets around Williams, takes it down to the baseline. Count it. Oh, really? They called an offensive foul on a push-off on Bryson Watts. So the first team foul on the Leopards. Latta will come back with it. Dodson will come across. Flips it over to Brown. Up top Smith. Back over the left wing for Williams. To the high post for Price. Went south. If he'd have kept going, he'd have had it all the way to the rack.
Yeah, he did.
Smith, turnaround, comes back up top to Dodson. Back over to Williams on the right wing. Again, tries to penetrate. Got away from Aguero.
I think Cater got a piece of that.
Rebound on the offensive board, though, for Brown. He'll turn around in the lane, misses that shot. Price is right there for the rebound and putback. He can't get that one to go, but Gustavo will come up with that one. Cater, nobody told him that Brown was behind him. And the run-out layup is no good for Brown, and the rebound pulled down by Williams, and then we're going to get a jump ball. Yes, and Leopards with a basketball, where it's going to be with the basketball because of the possession arrow. 3:24 left here in the first. It's 11-3. Leopards with an 8-point lead. And in the game, Armando Hernandez, number 1, the sophomore, checks in. Gustavo and Creed Taylor are both out right now. Hernandez back over to Cater, gets around to the baseline and nearly threw it away. Watts saves it. Cater gets it back up top between the rings for Hernandez. Aguero Gives it to Cater. Lob off the glass. Won't drop. Hernandez, the rebound. Can't get the putback to go, but he'll get a trip to the free throw line. And the foul called on, looks like Price. Hunter Price first. Team's first.
Nice job by Armando getting tough down in the paint, man. He's down there with some big bodies.
Some big bodies. And he can't get the first free throw to go. In the game, number 2, Isaac Cameron, the freshman. Cater will get a breather. In for the Panthers, number 21, Cayman Smith, the 5'7" sophomore. He will replace Carter Dodson. Hernandez, second free throw. That one won't rattle in either. But Cameron comes up with an offensive rebound. All kinds of bodies, and finally the reach in. And that's huge because that's the second on their big man, Hunter Price.
Sure enough. And Cameron has been such an asset coming in as a freshman, mixing it up with the older guys like he's a veteran.
Second team foul, but that will get Price a seat on the bench. Number 30, Reese Littlefield, checks in. Lob all the way up top for Watts. Over to Aguero. Left wing to Isaac Cameron. Back to Aguero. Watts for 3 right wing. Off the back iron, no good. Williams comes away with the defensive board. The outlet for Brown as he pushes across the right side. Smith on the corner. That's Deacon Smith. Over to Cayman Smith. Williams looks to penetrate from the top of the key, gets to the left elbow, sends it back to Deacon, top of the key. He'll drive the right side of the lane, blows the layup, but there is a rebound and putback attempt from Reese Littlefield, and he'll get fouled on that attempt. And that goes on Brody Ramming, his first, the team's second. So a couple of free throws coming up here for Reese Littlefield. And Littlefield, he got a kind roll on that one. Pulls Latta within 7. Leopards opened up an 11-0 run. It's now 11-4, and a second free throw coming up for Littlefield.
Torres checked in for Brody.
And that one's an air ball. So Torres back in. Brody gets a breather. Leopard basketball, 2:19 left here in the first. They lead by 7. And Cameron nearly had it stripped. Back up to Hernandez, and Hernandez tied up. It's still loose and finally picked up. Deacon Smith gets it ahead to Williams, who lays it up and in. That was just plain ugly from the get-go, and it's a turnover to a 11-6 game. Cameron in the lane, off the glass and in at the other end, though.
Nice job, Cameron.
Puts the Leopards back up by 7 with 1:45 left. Williams nearly lost it. Brown gets it out on that right wing, tries to go baseline, cut off by, Aguero. Williams back out, long 3 for Brown is short. Aguero with the miss. Hernandez will bring it up over to Aguero. He'll look to drive in, off the glass, and in for Manuel Aguero. And the Leopards have opened back it up to a 9-point ball game. 1:10 left here in the first, 15-6 Leopards. Williams on the handle, over to Brown. And he's just going to stand with it. I guess they'll let him. They want to run it down for a final shot. You're down 9, I'd let them.
Yeah,
I just let him stand there.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with that. You're down 9. I'll let you, if you want to take a final shot, do it. Now Aguero will come out and force some pressure on Brown. Got it back over to Cayman Smith. Williams will get it back as it approaches 30 seconds here. I'm not real sure why Coach Matt Bryant would try to stall for a final shot here when you're down by 9. But I would certainly let them do it. Now he'll hand it off to Cayman. They're going to go in with their offense as it approaches 10 seconds left. Brown back up top to Cayman, to the high post to Williams. Tried to dump it down low, and Aguero, they're going to say Aguero kicked it. Thought he had a pretty good play right there, but with 7.7 on the clock, Latta will bring it in under their own basket. So Bryson Watts will check out. Taylor will check in to play some defense here for this final 7 seconds. Good defense so far. Oh, they got it. They're going to get an and one out of it. Got it to Deacon Smith coming down the right side of the lane.
Well, shoot.
Count the basket. The foul goes on Isaac Cameron. His first, team's third. But they will put Smith at the line for an and one here. 6.2 on the clock before the end of the first. Chance to cut this to he does, cuts it to a 7-point game. 6-point game, it was a 7-point game at that point. Buzzer shot will not go for Aguero from way downtown, but 15-9, Leopards by 6 at the end of one. We'll send it back over to JD. We'll back with more live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay! Josh Martin and everyone at T&W Tire here in Lindsay, Oklahoma would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck this school year.
Back to start the second quarter, Latta with a basketball. Leopards opened that first quarter up with an 11-0 run. It ended up being 15-9 Leopards at the end of that first quarter. Number 15 is Justin Pollard, who has checked in. Creed Taylor. Seriously. I'm not sure about that call because he did a great job of coming up with that steal.
I agree.
But they're going to call a foul on Creed, and that's the first team foul on the Leopards here in the second quarter. Deacon Smith gets the inbounds, works to the top of the key. Also in the game for Latta is number 11, Parker Pogue. Deacon Smith from the right elbow, jumper up and good.
Nice little shot.
Yep. He's got 7 of the 11 points for Latta. It's a 4-point Leopard lead. Still early here in the second. Watts, the backdoor cut for Cater. Back to Watts left wing, up top to Aguero. He'll drive down the right-hand side, backs it back out to the wing, sends it up top to Watts. Watts between the rings, drives down, and we're going to get a blocking foul called on Latta as Watts drove down, and that one will go on number 12. That is Brody Williams. His first will be the first on Latta here in the quarter. Brown checks back in for Latta. Williams will check out. Watts to do the inbound duties. Gets it to Aguero over on the wing, hands it right back to Watts. Gets the screen from Ramming. Ramming on the give and go. Ramming wasn't there, but Parker Pogue was, and he stole the ball away. Fourth turnover on the Leopards. Brown into the corner. 3-ball, high off the backboard, no good. Watts tips the rebound over to Ramming. Cater between the circles on the handle, gives it to Aguero. Aguero back over to Taylor. Taylor step back left wing, comes back over to Watts, back into the corner. Cater did a great job on the give and go. Oh, nice scoop shot after the man flew past him, and Cater puts it up and in.
That was a high IQ little play there.
Big time. Leopards with another 6-point lead here, 17-11. Pogue Back up top for Smith. Smith looks to drive the right side of the lane again. Another scoop shot that won't go. Rebound is loose on the floor. Last touched by Littlefield. It will be Leopard basketball. 6:06 left in the half. Leopards with a 6-point lead. Watts takes his time, bringing it across. Sends it to Cater left wing. Aguero back top of the key. Spin move down the lane, and he'll get a reach in from behind. And that is on Parker Pogue, his first. And that is the second team foul here in the quarter. So Leopards will bring it in under their own basket. Watts off the inbound. And looking, got it to Ramming in the lane, and they're going to call another offensive foul.
That can't be on
Yeah,
Brody.
they're going to say he dipped the shoulder, and that's the second one on Brody.
Oh, man. What is it that Glenn always says when it's a terrible call and he doesn't want to say it? Tough break. Well, that's what it was then.
Tough break. So Torres returns. Ramming will sit. Also, Parker Pogue will sit for the Panthers, and Williams returns. Dotson will bring it across. Left wing goes to Littlefield. Smith back top of the key, back to Dodson right wing. Back up top for Brown. Brown likes to shoot that three-pointer, and he's got range. Back over to Dodson, looks to drive in, sends it left wing to Williams. Williams looks to penetrate, gets into the lane, elevates, and can't get it to drop. Rebound tipped around, though, and Williams gets tied up with Aguero and Littlefield, and the Leopards have the possession arrow. So 5:19 left in the half. It's a 6-point Leopard lead as they'll bring the ball up. 17-11 the score. Watts gives it over to Cater. He'll bring across the right side. Comes back between the circles to Taylor. Watts left wing. Gets around Williams into the lane. Got tripped. And so we'll have another foul on Latta. That goes on Brody Williams. That'll be his second. Third team foul here in the quarter. So again, under their own basket, the inbounds. Cater gets it wide open left corner for three, and it's an air ball. Rebound loose on the floor, and Deacon Smith saves it. Cater comes away with it. Taylor top of the key. Watts drives down the right baseline. Floater will not drop. Cater there with the miss, though. Back to Taylor left wing. Back over to Watts. Back to Taylor between the circles. Taylor looks to drive down, gets to the baseline, steps through, can't get it to go. Cater another miss. That one will go.
Nice put back.
Timeout Latta, 19-11. The Leopards have opened the lead back up to 8 with 4:31 left to go here in the first half. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back to Latta right after this. Live coverage of Leopard basketball is being presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
Back here in Latta, the Latta Panther Classic, the Leopards with an 8-point lead over the hometown Panthers. 4:31 left to go before halftime. It'll be Latta ball coming out of the timeout after 3 offensive rebounds that trip down the floor for Bryce Cater, and finally put the last one in. He's got 10 in the ball game already. Dodson will bring it up for the Panthers. He'll send it over to the right wing for Kamen Smith. Back to Dodson between the circles. He'll back it up. Over to Williams. Williams drives to the free throw line. Reverse behind his back. Hands to Deacon Smith. Back over to Williams. Again looks to go down the right side of the lane. Watts keeps him from hitting the shot. And then Watts tips the rebound again over to Cater. Off the miss from Williams. Cater on the handle. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Watts. Over to Cameron left wing. Back to Taylor, top of the key. Torres went down briefly, got it back, and then Watts underneath. Torres with the basket and the foul. Count the basket, the foul on Littlefield, his first.
Yeah, good strong move by Torres there. I really thought that Bryson would just go to the hole with it, but dumped it off down there, put him in a tough position, really kind of had to bend down for it. Nice job finding the bottom of the basket.
Two things. I don't know how Watts got the pass to him.
I don't either. That's
but what a feed from Watts. Yeah. And then the fact that Torres could actually come up with it, even though he misses the free throw. 21-11, Leopards by 10, 3.5 left here in the first half. Dodson will bring it across on Cameron. Sends it left wing for Smith. Deacon Smith drives down, leaves it over on the right corner for Kamen Smith. Deacon gets it back and then tries to go over to Dodson, and that pass at Dodson's feet will go out of bounds. It'll be the 5th turnover now on Latta. And so the Leopards get it back with a 10-point lead. 3:15 left before halftime. Cameron out near the half line. Over to the right. Oh, the nice give and go. Watts. Taylor from the right elbow to a backdoor cut from Bryson Watts and a perfect pass.
That was beautiful.
23-11, Leopards' biggest lead. On the handle, Kamen gets it back up top. Brown looks to penetrate, comes back up top to Littlefield. Back over to Brown on the right wing. Out near the sideline. Off the back rim, no good. Cater with the miss. Watts between the circles. Looks to drive in, goes to the left side of the lane, and Lynn tried to go over to Torres, and they're just going to say he knocked it out of bounds.
Huh.
All kinds of contact right there. And
he looked like a Plinko chip going through there.
Watts will get a breather. Hernandez returns for the Leopards. Aguero also returns and lets Cameron sit for a bit. Deacon Smith checks out. And they will bring Parker Pogue back in. Dodson gives it up to Kamen Smith. Pogue left wing, back up to Kamen. Back over to Pogue, back to Kamen. Brown right wing. Back to Kamen. Catch fire three from Kamen. Top of the key, straight ahead is on.
Not much you can do about that one.
23-14, Leopard lead. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Taylor left side, up top to Aguero. Back over to Taylor. Turned down to three, comes back to Aguero, and Aguero tried to go inside. Pass was stolen away, and then Torres tried to get a little too fancy right there. He came up with the loose ball and tried a behind the back, over the head pass to Hernandez and just threw it out of bounds.
I would have just went for the turn and shoot myself, but.
And now Torres will set. Cameron returns for the Leopards. That was the 5th turnover on the Leopards, by the way. Littlefield looked for the backdoor cut, well covered by Hernandez. Dodson sends it right back over to Kamen right wing. Back to Pogue between the circles. Dribbles right, now comes back left, now gives it to Littlefield. Left wing Brown. Looks to drive in, cut off by Hernandez. Back to Dodson. Cameron on him. Back over to Brown. Right wing goes to Kamen. Back up to Brown, top of the key. Sends it left wing. Catch fire three from there from Pogue is off the mark. Creed Taylor pulls down a miss for the Leopards. And he will push the other way. Cameron's
look at there.
Isaac Cameron streaking the other way. And that's the second great pass from Creed Taylor.
Absolutely.
Isaac Cameron with the basket pushes the Leopards up by 11. 25-14, 45 seconds left before halftime. Brown around the screen from Littlefield. Back to Kamen, sends it right side over to Pogue. Again, great pass. Taylor come up with the steal. 3-on-2 break. Taylor across to Hernandez, who draw the contact, but cannot get the shot to go, and I think that'll go on Littlefield. We'll just check it here. No, call that on Kamen Smith, his first. That'll be the 15th foul on Latta with 27 seconds left, but 2 free throws coming up here for Armando Hernandez, who was 0 for 2 his first trip to the line. But he'll nail that one. Puts the Leopards up by 12. That will be their biggest lead of the game so far. Ties their biggest lead, I should say. Hernandez. And that one will not drop. Brown with the board. 20 seconds left. Latta with the ball down by 12. Deacon Smith, right wing, back up top to Kamen Smith. Back over to Deacon, left wing. Gets around a screen from Kamen. Over to the right wing for Brown. Works to the top of the key, back over left wing, Kamen. Down to 4. Brown with the basketball. Hernandez, great defense.
Wow.
And desperation three from Brown nearly went in.
Almost went in, didn't it?
But the Leopards will have a 12-point lead, 26-14 Lindsay, here at the end of the first half. With that, we're going to send it over to JD. We'll take a timeout. Be back with your First National Bank halftime show right after these messages here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come to our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
Hey Leopard fans, we at American Exchange Bank are excited for another year where we get to continue our support of Lindsay Leopard Athletics. Join us in cheering on our Leopards or catch all the action right here on KBLP Live. American Exchange Bank at 402 South Main has been the bank for the Leopards for nearly 100 years. Come see us if you're looking for a different banking experience. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. At American, we are Leopards supporting other Leopards.
We're back here with your First National Bank halftime show. There's a lot of things that go on during commercial breaks that you do not want to know about, and one of them is Andrew Lyons singing. 26-14, our score here at halftime. The Leopards with a 12-point lead. Latta led in scoring in that first half. Deacon Smith had 7 in the first half. A 3-point basket for Kamen Smith for his 3 points. And then Brody Williams and Reese Littlefield have 2 apiece to round out the scoring for Latta, who went 1 for 3 and 2 for 3, in the from the free throw line in that first half. The Lindsay Leopards spread it around, but Bryce Cater had 2 huge threes in that opening 11-0 run for the Leopards, and he finishes with 10 in the first half, and then they really spread it around from there. 4 for Isaac Cameron, 3 from Creed Taylor, 2 apiece from Brody Ramming, from Bryson Watts, from Manuel Aguero, and also from Gustavo Torres, and then a free throw from Armando Hernandez rounds out Leopards scoring. Leopards didn't shoot a bunch of free throws, but they were only 1 for 5 from the charity stripe. Leopards are +4 on the glass at 10-6, and Leopards had 5 turnovers, and Latta with 6 in that first half. And again, we're going to go over, and we're going to get the shooting statistics from the stats expert in Andrew Lyon. And Andrew, what did the shooting look like in the first half?
Well, the Leopards' shooting percentage was pretty good, and Latta's was not very good.
Okay. Well said.
Thank
and
you.
That takes,
Thank you.
That does it for the shooting stats.
I can run a camera and talk, or I can keep stats and talk.
There you go.
I can't do
all three of them.
So sorry about that, everybody. Glenn's better at it than me.
Yeah, but we have to put up with Glenn if he's here keeping stats. That's the only downside.
And he's off having fun with his family for the
I have no
holidays.
sympathy for Glenn. He's on some kind of a Christmas trip. I have absolutely no sympathy for him. So, again, the Leopards with a 12-point lead here at halftime. And the Leopardettes pulled off a big run in the third quarter to try to take down the local Latta Lady Panthers in our first game of the afternoon, but came up short 45-38. So the Leopardettes will play at 3 o'clock tomorrow in the third-place game, and they'll play the loser of the Washington-Kiowa girls game. That game will be coming up right after this conclusion of this game. Then the boys' side, Washington and Silo boys will play the nightcap tonight at 7:45. And that will set up tomorrow's matchups. The early game is the consolation finals at noon. Comanche girls will play the winner of that Tisch Silo game. And I didn't make it back out to the lobby to see if they had posted that. It was not there before the start of our girls game. But whoever won that Silo Tisch game will play Comanche at noon tomorrow. The 1:30 consolation finals for the boys will be Kiowa and Comanche. And then the third place girls game, Lindsay. And whoever loses that Washington-Kiowa game will be at 3. At 4:30 will be the loser of this game along with the loser of the Washington Silo boys. And then, of course, the winner of this game will play the winner of that game at 7:30. So there is no seventh-place game, so that means no early morning games tomorrow. But, if the Leopards can pull this one off, we may have a nice long day down here at the lovely community of Latta tomorrow if we get a 3 o'clock girls game, and hopefully we're going to end up with a 7:30 boys game in the finals. But,
if we keep up what we've been doing here in the first half, I think that'll be the case. The boys look pretty good, off to a good start, and they maintain that trajectory all the way through the first half. So I like what I'm seeing so far.
I agree, and of course things will change a little bit. The big guy, the big 6'3" senior Hunter Price, picked up 2 fouls early in that first half for Latta, and he ended up setting the whole rest of that first half. So you have to think that Coach Bryant's going to bring him back in to start this third quarter. So you expect that the battle between he and Torres will pick up here, but you go at him. I mean, Torres has not picked up a foul yet, and Price has got 2. So if you can manage to get him to pick up, another foul or 2, that gets him back on the bench. So
yeah, Torres, his defense has been pretty disciplined down there, not picking up any unnecessary stuff. And, man, when we feed the ball down to him, he goes up strong, either usually draws a foul or finds the bottom of the net. So looking good.
Looking good here for the second half. Again, this has been your First National Bank halftime show from the Latta Panther Classic here in Latta, Oklahoma. And we're just about ready to get the third quarter underway. And it looks like it will be Latta basketball to start the third quarter here. Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon on the call today with the absence of Glenn Shoemake. J.D. Scruggs over here on the live stream. Kevin is here running around doing something. We haven't figured out yet what he's doing other than aggravating everybody.
He's on PR duty.
PR duty. There you go. Jason Wallenberg back at our studios. Of course, we have to mention CeCe Lyon and Paige Sutherland as well for all the work that they do behind the scenes to keep our broadcast and our graphics and everything on the live stream looking good. And we're missing Brianna tonight. So we have the big guns back at the studio tonight with Jason Wallenberg running our FM side at 105.1 FM out of Lindsay.
Yeah, I don't know how they can afford to pay him overtime.
He writes his own check. Maybe he just does whatever he wants to, Taylor, Cater, Torres, Ramming, and Watts, starting 5 back out there for the Leopards as Dodson will bring it across. Dodson, Brown, Deacon Smith, Price, and Williams back out there, the starting 5 also for Latta. Dodson stands with it, comes to Williams' right wing, goes to the right corner to Deacon Smith. Williams gets it back on the wing, and Watts said, hey, if you want to shoot the 3, just shoot it. We're going to double-team Price inside. Dodson drives to the right wing, gets around the screen from Smith, comes right back to Dodson on the wing. Brown between the circles. Now Price steps out to the high post. Brown back over to Williams. 3-ball left corner, too strong, and Ramming will pull that one down for the Leopards. Here comes Bryson Watts, pushes up the left side. Ramming sends it to Cater right wing, looking underneath for Torres. Instead, he'll come back up top to Ramming. Watts spins it back around to Taylor left side. Back to Cater, back up top of the key for Watts. Ramming now goes underneath to Torres. Spin move down the baseline, and they're going to call the left arm hook for Torres, getting around Price. And Torres will pick up his first and the first team foul here in the quarter.
I'd like to see Torres make a move to the right on his guy. He keeps going left, putting himself behind the backboard there, get himself in a little bit of trouble.
As a post player who couldn't dribble left-handed, I know why he goes that way.
Well, I do too. It's easier said than done.
Price between the circles on the handle. Works to the right wing, gives it to Brown. Brown around the screen from Price, but could not get this pick and roll to work. Deacon Smith down the back line, cut off by Cater. Back up top to Dodson. Brown back to Smith, and then right through the lane, Dodson sends it over to Williams in the left corner. Got around everybody. The floater in the lane will not drop, though, and Cater will pull it away for the Leopards. Kaler races ahead. Over to Watts. Over to the right side for Ramming. Ramming looking underneath. He'll just penetrate, puts it up with the left hand, and he'll miss the shot. But he'll get 2 free throws, and the foul called on Deacon Smith. That's just his first. First team foul on Latta here in the quarter.
Yeah, Brody's gotten pretty good at that little slash into the lane there. And he did it quite a bit over at Marlowe the other night and drew a foul almost every time.
Good ball handler for a guy of his size.
Yeah, you bet. And he's a quarterback. He's not used to having to dribble.
Exactly. Dodson and Williams will check out. Kamen Smith checks back in along with Pollard. And Ramming was too strong with the first one, too short with the second one, and the rebound comes down to Kamen Smith. Pollard will bring it up, sends it back over to Kamen. He'll work to the left, gives it back to Pollard around the screen from Price. Pollard stopped at the free throw line by Ramming, though. Kamen Smith, however, steps back and drains his second 3 of the game. And timeout, Lindsay. Coach Terry says, we're not going to deal with that. We're going to fix this right now. 26-17 Leopards. They'll have the ball with 5:58 left in the third. When we come back after this timeout, live coverage of Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards.
Leopard basketball out of the timeout. They've got a 9-point lead. Watts sends it left side to Ramming. Ramming back up top, Cater. Back over to Taylor left right side. He'll drive around his man, and he can't get the shot to go, but they're going to call the foul on the floor anyway, and it'll go on Pollard. That's his first. Second team foul of the quarter on Latta. So Watts under his own basket to inbounds. They got it to Ramming. Ramming puts it up strong in the end for Brody Ramming. Leopards back up by 11. 5:35 left to go here in the third. Pollard over to Kamen Smith. Left side Brown. And Pollard got wide open on the baseline but missed the shot. And they're going to say Cater was the last to touch that, and it'll be Panther basketball.
Yeah, he slid in there under Gus's radar. He didn't see him. Lucky they didn't come up with a bucket there.
Exactly. Price trying to get open, and I think we're going to get a foul called underneath. And that may go on Torres on the hold for him trying to come through the lane. Coach Terry's trying to plead his case, but that'll be number 2 on Torres.
Picking on the big boy.
Second team foul on the Leopards. Pollard looks to inbounds. Out in the corner, got around Cater into the lane, lost it, and Taylor comes away with it. And they're going to be a reach in. Oh, nice. if you're a Leopard fan anyway, as you just picked up number 3 on the big 6'3" senior as he reached in from behind to try to knock that pass away. Third team foul, so no free throws here, but that will get Littlefield back in the ball game, and Price will head back to the bench. Gives the Leopards, again, the height advantage inside, and Coach Terry takes advantage of that. He gets Aguero in. Lets Torres set. Taylor gets around his man, lays it up, and gets the end one. What a job from Creed Taylor.
Absolutely nice drive.
Pollard picks up his second, and that is the 4th team foul now on Latta. And Taylor heads to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. And Williams will return for Latta. Pollard will sit. First trip to the line for Creed Taylor tonight, and that one skips across, will not drop. Oh, Cater nearly had a steal right there. As Deacon Smith pulled down the rebound, and Cater knocks it out of bounds. 5:05 left in the third. 30-17, Leopards by 13. Their biggest lead of the game. Up top, Smith. Over to Littlefield. Smith steps out to the three-point line. Jumper up and good for Deacon Smith. That's his second 3 of the game. He's in double figures with 10. And the Leopard lead down to 10. Cater works to the right wing. Watts down the right side of the lane. Off the glass and in for Watts. 32-20 Leopards. Timeout Latta. 4:28 left in the third, 32-20. Lindsay on top. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to Latta right after this. Live coverage of Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
32-20, Leopards by 12. We've got 4:28 left to go here in the third quarter. It'll be Latta basketball out of the timeout. Kamen Smith will get the inbounds from Pogue. Smith, Kamen hands it to Deacon, to Williams between the rings. Back over to Kamen right wing, around the screen from Williams. 3-ball on the way in, good for Kamen Smith. His third, he's got 9, and the lead down to 9.
They're heating up out there.
Cater works to the baseline right side, cut off there by Brown. Comes back to Watts, back to Aguero, top of the key. He'll get into the lane, steps through, puts the floater up, but left it short. Rebound tipped and finally pulled down by Brown. And I think they're going to get Aguero with the reach in.
Yeah, that's a good call. He was reaching around from behind.
His first, just the third team foul. So Kamen will give it up to Pogue to bring it across. Armando Hernandez in for the Leopards. He'll pick up Pogue at the top of the key. Kamen around a screen from Williams, picked up by Ramming. He'll flip it back to Brown. Back over to Kamen. Aguero with the defense. He'll work to the left wing, gets to the baseline, sends it across line. And whoa, what a play.
Good job.
Bryson Watts. And
what's the call here? Oh.
Yeah, we've got Kamen Smith hurt his hand in that exchange, but it's going to be Leopard basketball. What a hustle play right there for Bryson Watts. Stole the pass, but then knocked it off of one of the Latta players before he went out of bounds. So turnover Latta. Hernandez works to the right wing. Can't get it to Watts. And then got to have a big hustle play right here.
Oh, look at that.
And Watts did it. He saves it to Aguero. All the way to the right side for Cater. Tell you what, Bryson Hustle and Devin Terry says, let's take a timeout. This is getting ugly. 3:04 left in the third. Leopards up by 9, 32-23. We'll come back after this. Live coverage of Leopard basketball is brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey, Leopard fans. We at American Exchange Bank are excited for another year where we get to continue our support of Lindsay Leopard Athletics. Join us in cheering on our Leopards or catch all the action right here on KBLP Live. American Exchange Bank at 402 South Main has been the bank for the Leopards for nearly 100 years. Come see us if you're looking for a different banking experience. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. At American, we are Leopards supporting other Leopards.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards!
Leopards with the basketball out of the timeout. 3 minutes to go here in the third, and they've got a 9-point lead. Cater has it right-hand side. Armando steps up top.
Nice
Aguero,
move.
rather. And Watts down the left lane. Great move. Can't get the finish. Rebound, Deacon Smith. And here comes the Panthers down by 9. Right wing is Brown. Works to the top of the key. Goes to Pogue. Left side to Deacon. Deacon works to the top of the key to Kamen. On the dribble. Gets around Aguero. Right-hand side gives it back to Deacon around the screen from Williams. Brody picks him up. Does a great job switching. Kamen wide open three off the front of the rim. No good. Hernandez with the miss. Pushes ahead. Gets to the right wing. Looks to penetrate. Went for Cater. Cater missed it and threw it away. Yes. 7th turnover on the Leopards. Brown down the right side of the lane. Cater didn't want to pick up the foul there. Let Brown have that one. Sam Brown's first basket of the game, but it makes it a 7-point Leopard lead, 32-25. They look to trap Hernandez. Aguero has it knocked loose. He got it back. It's knocked loose again. This time Williams comes up with it. He'll lay it in, and the Leopards are losing track of this one in a hurry. This is a 7-0 run from the Panthers. It is 32-27. The lead down to 5 after the Leopards were up 32-20. Keep it here for this one, but Andrew, this all of a sudden the defense has turned up and the Leopards are getting wild with the passes, and that's now 8 turnovers in the ballgame.
Yep, we're going to have to find a way to get back in command of this ballgame here. We can't let the momentum shift too much. They've obviously heated up a little bit from beyond the arc. So we'll have to stay in their face, try to deny that three-point ball, and then come down here and make quality passes.
Just work the ball and make good passes and, again, avoid those traps. Taylor returns for the Leopards. Ramming will get a breather here. Cater will bring it in out of the timeout. 1:41 left before the end of the third. Isaac Cameron also in the game for the Leopards, and it's full court man pressure now. Cameron will come back and get it, and it's more just token pressure. And they're not really doing much here. Cater will bring it across the timeline. Give it to Hernandez, high on that right side. Comes back to Aguero between the circles. Taylor left side. He'll dribble to the top of the key. Looks to work against Kamen Smith. Comes back to Aguero. Aguero works on Poe, goes to the baseline, cut off there, back to Taylor. Got away from Williams, got to the free throw line. Aguero got around his man. Long two from the right wing is short. Long rebound tracked down by Poe. He'll pull back and give it up to Brown in the backcourt. Excuse me, that is Kamen Smith. And we're going to have another timeout. Tell you what, neither one of these teams are going to have any timeouts left by the time we get to the fourth quarter. They're down to 2 apiece now with 1:02 left to go in the third. It's a 5-point Leopard lead. We'll take it with them, and we'll come back after this on KBLP Live.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
Back to action here in the third quarter. 1:02 left to go. 32-27 Leopards. 5-point lead. Latta with the basketball. Torres has checked in and replaced Bryce Cater for the Leopards. Bogley and to Kamen Smith in the backcourt. Hernandez will pick him up as he crosses. He'll work to the left wing. Hernandez stays in his back pocket. Deacon gets it back. He'll send it to Brown near the half line. Right wing back to Pogue, back to Brown, around the screen from Price, who checked in. The three basket will not drop. Rebound for Torres. Aguero gives it up to Hernandez. Works to the right wing. Taylor gets it back, sends it to Cameron, left side Aguero. Oh, got around Brown, off the glass too strong, but Torres is there. Got it in the end one. And we're going to say that was just a pass from Aguero over to Torres, who gets the basket, and the foul called on Latta, which is on number 4 on Hunter Price. And that is their 5th team foul in the quarter as well. 28 seconds left. Littlefield returns. Dodson returns. And they're also going to bring Pollard back in for Latta.
Interesting, they pull Price out as we're putting Torres back in.
Well, but Price just picked up his 4th personal.
Well,
so
yeah, I guess so. Save him.
Yeah,
save him.
You got a whole quarter left.
Yep.
So I can see him doing that, especially with just 28 seconds left here in this quarter.
Yeah, for sure.
Torres hits that one. Missed his first free throw, but he got the and one that time. Pushes the lead for the Leopards back to 7 at 35-27. Brown. Excuse me, that was Littlefield. Kamen, left side to Pogue, back to Kamen, around the screen, and nearly knocked away by Hernandez. Kamen gets it back. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and Cameron, they're going to call the foul on Isaac Cameron, and they're going to give Kamen Smith 3 free throws.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, he did get there, but 0.4 of a second left, so this is not the end of the quarter. The Leopards have to put a couple of guys on the line here, but 3 free throws coming up for Kamen Smith. He's got 9 points, 3 3-point baskets here in the ball game. And he'll get a kind roll on that first free throw. He can make this back to a 5-point game here if he can get all 3 of them. That one will drop in as well. Leopards do have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Third free throw attempt from Kamen Smith on the way, and the sophomore knocks all 3 of them down. He's got 12 points in the ball game. 35-30. Leopards by 5. And they're going to bring Brody Williams in for Latta.
Are they saying he stepped over the line there?
They may have, because they did not add that last free throw up there.
I think this referee back here saying he stepped over the line. Didn't count it.
We will certainly take that. 35-29 then, the final score here at the end of the third. I'm glad you were keeping up with that. I was too busy writing down that he had hit it. We'll see what happens here in the fourth. Don't go away. Leopard basketball being presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back. Leopards with the ball, get it to the high post to Watts. He turns around the lane.
What do they call?
Oh, they're going to call it before he got to the rim. The foul called on Littlefield is his second, and that'll go as just the first foul here in the fourth quarter. So no basket for Bryson Watts, who made a great move down the lane. Cater inside from Ramming from Watts. Ramming can't get it to go, and the rebound tipped into the hands of Dodson. Ahead in transition. Here comes Pollard. Back over to Williams. Williams into the lane, nearly lost it, and finally managed to get to the rack and somehow got it up over Cater and in.
Sure did.
35-31, Leopard lead down to 4. Aguero over to Cater, right wing. Watts looks inside for Ramming, comes to Taylor, top of the key. Over to Aguero. Back to Watts, gets the screen from Taylor. Cater back up top for Taylor. Drives the lane, double teamed, and we'll get a reach-in foul call. That should go on Pollard. That'll be his third. Second team foul on Latta. Watts will inbound under his own basket, and that will get Sam Brown back in the game. Pogue will check out. Watts to inbound. Got it to Ramming in the lane. All kinds of contact. Can't get it to drop, but he'll get 2 free throws off the nice feed from Watts. And the foul goes on Littlefield, his third. So third team foul on the Panthers. We haven't even played a minute here in this fourth quarter, and Ramming heads to the line. 0 for 2 his first trip there, and he'll now go 0 for 3. Leopards have not shot the ball from the free throw line, Will. 1 for 5 in the first half, and we are now 1 for 5 in the second half.
Yeah, 1 for 5, not a good number at all.
Ramming's second one on the way. That one will drop in for him. He's got 5 points in the ball game. Leopard lead is 5. 36-31, Lindsay. 7 minutes left in the ball game. Williams to Kamen, right wing to Brown. Back up top, Kamen. Run off the three-point line. Back over to Deacon. Skip it back to Williams, right wing. Tries to drive on Ramming. Can't get it done. Brown sends it back over to Deacon. Littlefield steps out to the top of the key. Back over to Deacon. Lost a handle on it. Cater comes away with it. And Cater gets blocked from behind. Again, I don't think he had any idea that Littlefield was coming behind him, but
he must not have,
because he didn't. He was going up with a nice easy layup, and it got blocked. Cater will get to go shoot free throws as Littlefield picks up his fourth and the fourth team foul. But that one really probably should have been an and one right there. Cater does hit the free throw. Well, Cater had 10 at halftime, but did not score any in that third quarter, but he'll get that free throw there. Put the Leopard lead back up to 6 at 37-31. Still has one coming here as Dodson will check in. Littlefield is out. Cater goes 2 for 2 at the line. 38-31 Leopards, 6:35 left of the game. Williams pushes it across. Kamen picked up by Watts out near the half line. Deacon gets it left wing. Up top, Brown over to the right wing for Kamen. Back up top to Brown. Looks to penetrate, gets to the elbow, sends it back to Kamen, top of the key. Cater will not let him get a look at three. Brown gets it back over to Kamen. Kamen looks again to penetrate, can't get there. Aguero picks up Brown, and Aguero will pick up the hand check.
Oh.
Just 2 on Manuel Aguero, and just the first team foul on the Leopards here in the fourth quarter.
That was a good defensive series right there, other than
the foul at the end.
The little, it wasn't much of one.
More like a hand check, yeah.
Yeah.
Dodson hands it right back to Williams, who looks to drive down, gets blocked by Cater, but he'll go to the line as Bryce Cater picks up just his first personal, and again, just the second team foul. The downside is that one on the shot will send Brody Williams to the free throw line for his first time tonight. 6:01 left in the ball game. It's 38-31 Leopards, but Williams at the line to shoot 2. And that one way off. Isaac Cameron returns for the Leopards. Bryce Cater will check out. Brody Williams ready for his second free throw. It's on the way, and that one also off the mark. Long rebound, gets tipped out, and Williams gets put back, but that one won't go either. Watts will claim it for the Leopards, and he'll push the other way. Aguero left wing. Gets it back up top to Watts. He'll drive the lane, dumps it down to Ramming, who puts it off the glass in the end. 40-31 Leopards. They've gone on a 4-5-0 run now.
Unselfish play right there.
Williams looks to drive in, Ramming with him the whole way. Back out to Brown right wing. Aguero in his pocket. Hands it off to Kamen. Kamen lost it. It gets kicked out of bounds. Great defense right there from Manuel Aguero. 8 turnovers on Latta. And they're going to get the big 6'3 senior Hunter Price back in the game for Latta with those 4 fouls. 5:27 left in the ball game. Deacon Smith checks out. So the Leopards have the basketball in a 9-point lead. Lob it to Watts in the backcourt. Williams stays with him the whole way. Watts dribbled it off of his foot. 9 turnovers on the Leopards.
Oh, and a foul. Doggone it.
Sam Brown comes up with it. He'll put it in and get the and one. The foul on Aguero is third team in the quarter, but that one was from bad to worse. You turn it over in the backcourt, but on top of that, you foul him on the shot, give him a chance for a 3-point play here.
Yeah, Bryson tried to just get it down the court on his own. Got his pocket picked.
Free throw no good, but Kamen Smith, the offensive board. A 3 ball from the left wing will not go for Brown, and it's a rebound pulled down by Watts. Aguero up top. Watts between the circles with 5 minutes left in the ball game. Leopards with a 7-point lead, and now they'll look to start running a little clock here maybe. Aguero to Taylor left wing. Cameron comes around. They come back to Watts between the circles. Again, he'll look to just back out. Sam Brown on the defense. He'll give it over to Aguero. Aguero picked up by Williams, who's all over him, and Coach Terry calls a timeout for the Leopards. They will have 1 left with 4:41 left in the ball game, and the Leopards have a 7-point lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back to the Latta Panther Classic right after this. Live coverage of Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
So Leopard basketball as we come back, 4:41 left in the ball game. Leopards have a 7-point lead. A lot of time left, though. Watts will get the inbounds from Cameron in the backcourt. Comes back to Cameron. Aguero comes back up to Taylor, top of the key. Over to Cameron. Back to Aguero, and Aguero lost the handle on it but got it back. He's double-teamed, gets it to Watts. Watts drives the lane, ramming down the baseline, missed it. Got the shot blocked, but Watts got the loose ball, missed his first attempt, but he got the second one.
Way to stay with it.
42-33, Leopards back up by 9. Williams will bring it up. Gets a screen from Price, spin move at the elbow, but he can't get anywhere. Back out to Brown. Brown drives down the right side of the lane. Tough shot. He'll get an and one. And Aguero will pick up his 4th. Sam Brown, his height advantage, and he gets his 6th point of the game to cut the Leopard lead to 42-35 to 7. Aguero checks out. Bryce Cater checks back in for the Leopards. And Brown to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Did not have any points at halftime. He's got 6 here in the second half. And might get 7 as he completes that one. 42-36. Price checks out. Deacon Smith back in for the Panthers. And again, they'll let Cameron bring it up the floor as nobody picks him up. Cater, right wing, picked up by Brown. Comes to Taylor between the circles. Left side, Cameron. The lob over the top. Ramming has it tipped and it's out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off of Ramming. Leopards now have 10 turnovers in the game, and with just a 2-possession lead here, 3:41 left, a lot can happen.
Yeah, ambitious pass there. I don't think is a great choice.
Williams looks to penetrate here down the right side of the lane,
That's
and he traveled with it. Great job from Brody Ramming, who did not let Williams get around him. That'll be the 10th turnover now on Latta. Cameron inbounds to Taylor, picked up by Kamen. Taylor avoids the trap, gets across the timeline, drives to the left elbow, pulls it back out for Cameron. Back over to Taylor left side, gets the trap coming, he sends it to Cameron, over to Cater. Cater dumps it down to the corner. Watts into the lane for Ramming. I think Watts could have just shot that one. Cameron, though, for 3, no. Skips across, no good. Rebound tipped, out of bounds. Cater let it go. I'm not sure he had really a chance to save it, but tried to sell it that it would be Leopard ball anyway, but it didn't work. Aguero is back in. Cameron, 3:02 left in the game. Leopards are still up, but only by 6. Brown will bring it up for the Panthers as we go under 3 to go. Dodson out between the circles. Looks to drive in on Creed. Sends it right side over to Kamen. Back up top, Deacon. Deacon penetrates right side. Dodson fires a 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Ramming with the miss. Outlet for Watts. Williams catches up to him. Now he'll come it to the top of the key. Over to the left side, Aguero. 3 ball on the way is off the mark with the offside rebound for
Nice
Taylor.
rebound.
Cater for 3, top of the key, off the front of the rim. That's no good. Deacon Smith ahead to Kamen. Long 3 for Kamen, won't drop. Taylor with another rebound, but knocked out of his hands. Brown tries a 3. That's good. It is a 1-possession game, 42-39, 2 minutes left. Bryson Watts says, slow down. Watts to the right side. Taylor, he's going to try to answer, but it's short. And rebound is loose. It's pulled down by Kamen. And a foul call on Cater.
I don't know about that one.
That's pretty ticky-tack on that end of the
certainly
floor.
Certainly was.
1:47. Tough break. But that's the 5th team foul on the Leopards.
Man.
Cater's 2nd personal. But that puts Kamen Smith at the free throw line. He was 2 for 3 there at the end of that 3rd quarter when he hit that missed that three but got fouled. He hit all three of them. It stepped across the line on the last one, but he'll hit that one. So he's now a 3 of 4 at the line. More importantly, he's made it a 2-point game, and this one can make it a 1-point game. And he does. 42-41. Leopards have a 1-point lead with 1:40 left in the ballgame. Cater on the handle. Got around Brown. Takes it all the way to the rack, and they're going to, again, they call the foul long before, supposedly before he gets to the rack. Dodson's first. And 15 foul, and this will be 2 free throws for Cater. But again, he was whistling on the floor. Cater was going up in a shooting motion. Not real sure about that, but Cater for 2 free throws, and he can't go.
Man. We've got to have those at this point in the ball game.
The free throw shooting, it could be end up being the dagger for us.
Yeah.
And Cater got the second one to go. Hunter Price is going to check back in for the Panthers, but the Leopards with a 2-point lead and 1:33 left in the ball game. Dodson will bring it up for Latta. Taylor waits for him at the top of the key. Deacon Smith over to Sam Brown. Right side Williams. Price at the top of the key. Sends it to Brown. Nobody picks him up. 3 ball from Brown on the way and good. Timeout Latta. They have their first lead of the game, and it comes with 1:14 on a Sam Brown 3 that gives them 44-43. And if you look at this fourth quarter, they have outscored the Leopards 15-8 in this quarter.
Yep. Torres riding the pine. I got to think that getting that big body in there, every time he gets in, whether he makes a point or not, he gets boards. He clogs up the lane on the defensive end. He's an asset. But not questioning coach there. I'm just thinking about getting my big boy in, that's all.
Absolutely. Well, they outscored the Leopards 15-9 in the third quarter. And it's 15-8 so far in this quarter. Again, the Leopards had a lead, a 12-point lead at the end of one, but it has dwindled.
Yes, it has.
So we'll see what happens here with 1:14 to go. The Leopards have got to get some offense. The offense has pretty much gone stagnant here. We've only got 2 field goals in this quarter. And we've got, 3, 4 of 6 in the quarter, but we're only 5 of 9, 5 of 10 from the free throw line here in the second half. So Taylor will get the inbound from Watts. As we approach a minute left, the Leopards need baskets. Taylor to the high post for Watts. Had it stolen away, but Kamen can't catch up with it. Wanted the backdoor cut for Ramming. It was covered, and Kamen came from behind Watts, knocked it loose. Nearly came up with the steal. Taylor will inbound to Aguero. He'll work on Dodson. Watts gets it right wing. Comes up top for Taylor. Over to Aguero left side. Up to Watts between the circles. Back over to Taylor right wing. Kamen Smith on the defense there. Cater top of the key. Back over to Aguero left side. Back to Watts. Back up top. Leopards doing a great job of working some time off here. Clock down to 35, but we need a basket. Aguero. Up top Cater. Right side Watts. Clock down to 25. Cater left wing.
We better shoot the basketball.
Yeah. Cater gets to the free throw line, takes it in, the floater up, no, and a rebound tipped. Leopard basketball.
Good grief.
17 seconds left. Leopards have a timeout here, but they're not going to use it. Just one left for either team. Watch the inbounds. Ramming in. Yeah! Count the basket for Ramming. Foul called on Kamen Smith is his second. And Ramming will go to the line with a chance to make this a 2-point game. 16 seconds left, plenty of time, but Raymond can't hit the free throw. Timeout, Latta, they're last with 15 seconds left. It's a full timeout. Let's take a 30, and we'll come back after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Leopards are 6 or 16 from the free throw line tonight. And free throws may end up costing us a ball game if this one doesn't come out like we want it to. 45-44, Leopards by 1, thanks to the nice play underneath for ramming. But 15 seconds left is a lot of time for Latta to be able to get a shot off. And just down by 1, anything that goes in would give them the win. And the other side of that, both teams are in the bonus, so any foul puts them at the free throw line.
Yep, that's right. We're going to have to.
Sorry.
We're going to have to get in their face and do it carefully.
Thank you.
We can't afford a foul or a bucket here.
They'll have to go the length of the floor. The Leopards are going to put some pressure on them here. Brown gets it in the backcourt. Hernandez on the defense. He'll push it up the floor to 10 seconds. Drives all the way down the left side of the lane, off the glass, and in. 6 seconds left, timeout. Coach Terry's trying to call a timeout, but Sam Brown gets the basket to put Latta up by 1, but 5 seconds left. He was calling a timeout as soon as it went through the hoop with 6 seconds left. They wouldn't give it to him. You've got time, Andrew, to get it down the floor and get off a good shot.
Yeah, you do. We need to get our shooters on the floor, every one of them.
Speed on the floor.
Yep.
And number one, you got to make some good. You got to get a good pass inbounds, and then you got to race to the other end. And
yep.
So this will be an exciting finish here. Again, this was a game the Leopards were in control. Latta never had a lead until there was a minute 14 left to go in the ball game.
No, that's right. We had control of this thing from tip-off for most of this game here. We've just let them eat away and eat away. They got a little hot there in the third with the 3 ball and got right back in it and overtook. So
with 5.3 left on the clock, the Leopards will have to go the length of the floor. They trail by 1. Coach Terry drawing up here.
You can pick up a foul here too if they're not careful. So they're going to have to give us a little bit of space because they're not going to want a foul either. So
that is true. Cater, Aguero, Watts, Taylor, and ramming on the floor. Taylor to inbounds. Got it to Watts. Watts races up the floor. Stops left wing to Taylor. Got around his man. 3 ball on the way, and it didn't go in. So the Leopards come up short.
Man.
Taylor had the look, and I thought it was in. I'm with Andrew. I thought it was going.
It was mighty close, man. Good grief.
46-45. Latta pulls off the win after the Leopards had this one in control the whole game. But came up short by 1.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That's a heartbreaker.
Sure enough.
So that means the Leopards will move to the third place game tomorrow afternoon. It'll be at 4:30. They will follow the Leopardette game that will be at 3 o'clock. So both the Lindsay Leopards and the Leopardettes will both play for third place here in the Latta Panther Classic. We're going to send it over to JD, a timeout. I'll figure up some final numbers. We'll wrap it up for day 2 of the Latta Panther Classic right after this on KBLP Live.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-7666. 0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes!
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Car Care Center is your hometown auto repair shop right here in Lindsay, America at 211 West Cherokee, providing complete automotive repair on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. So if your ride needs repair or service, Car Care Center can get it done. Whether it's radiators, mufflers, brakes, or diagnostics, Car Care Center can handle whatever you need to get back on the road. Call Car Care Center at 405-756-1447. That's 756-1447. Available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Car Care Center at 211 West Cherokee in Lindsay.
Tabor's Drug has been locally owned and operated for almost 60 years and has employed many leopards and leopardettes. We are very proud to be a supporter of our sports teams. At Tabor's Drug, your prescriptions are filled with care and accuracy, and our pharmacist is available for free consulting concerning your prescriptions bought at Tabor's. We also offer interpreters for our Spanish-speaking friends. We are a very friendly store that has that small town feel. You can reach us at 405-756-4511. Come and see us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
So back to wrap up a heartbreaking loss for the Lindsay Leopards, 46-45. They lose to the home team, Latta Panthers. The Leopards led by 11-zip to start this game, had a 15-9 lead at the end of one. They had a 12-point lead at halftime. Saw that dwindle to 6 by the end of 3, and then at a minute 14 to go in the ball game, Sam Brown hits a 3 that puts Latta up for the first time at 44-43, and the Leopards just could not do anything down the stretch to stop the Panthers, and they end up with a 1-point loss. Latta ends up with 3 players in double figures. Sam Brown with 15 on the night, 13 from Kamen Smith, and 10 from Deacon Smith. 6 points from Brody Williams and 2 from Reese Littlefield. And Latta goes 7 of 11 from the free throw line, and Latta ends up with 7 threes in the game, and 5 of those came in that second half when they were making that comeback. For the Lindsay Leopards, just 1 player in double figures. Bryce Cater had 10 at halftime. He finishes with 13 in the ball game, 9 from Brody Ramming, and then 5 apiece from Gustavo Torres and Creed Taylor, 4 from Isaac Cameron, 2 from Manuel Aguero, and a free throw from Armando Hernandez rounds out the scoring for the Leopards. And again, they were just 6 of 16. Say that again, 6 of 16 from the free throw line. Leopards are plus 8 on the glass, 22-14, but 11 turnovers for the Leopards, 10 for Latta. And again, all of those very officially unofficial numbers mean that the Leopards lose that one by 1, 46-45. And they'll play for third place here tomorrow at 4:30. They will play the loser of the Washington Silo boys game that will happen at 7:45 tonight. So we'll see what happens here tomorrow afternoon. Again, we'll play a couple of third place games, and we'll be here to bring you all the action here from the Latta Panther Classic, with the girls game at 3 and pregame just before. Again, the Leopardettes lose one 45-38 earlier to, again, the home team Latta Lady Panthers, and the Leopards lose this one by 1, 46-45. With that, we're going to say goodbye from Latta, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow afternoon just before 3, we hope, if everybody's on schedule, for pregame for that girls game. A big thank you to Andrew, ESPN Lion, for doing double duty tonight.
My pleasure.
Running the camera, and as well as helping me out with some color commentary, sometimes very colorful commentary. Also, a big thank you to J.D. Scruggs running the live stream, and for Jason Wallenberg stepping in and filling in for Brianna tonight, running our FM side on down at Lindsay at the station. So with that, we're going to send it back to JD and Jason. We'll say goodbye from Latta. We'll see you right back here tomorrow afternoon. For all of us at KBLP, my name is Greg Peary. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay!